In case you were far out and neato during the last men's room performance, here's what you missed.
Hardest English words to pronounce. Number 6 is a P word. That's an infection that inflames the air sacs in one or both lungs.
Pneumonia.
I was about to say pneumonia.
Jesus Christ. Pneumonia.
Pneumonia.
Yeah, so Miles, you said it correctly. Pneumonia, not pneumonia.
It's like pterodactyl.
Pneumonia. Okay.
Correct. So the IA is
A.
Right.
Pneumonia.
It's like a deaf person going to the bathroom. The P is silent.
Very good. Pneumonia.
But you do spell pneumonia,
PN.
but the chemical's different, right? Or the pneumonia.
Ammonia. Yeah, way different.
Good job, Ted.
Guys, want to send a birthday shout out to my daughter Ella, who's turning 8 today. The most kind, loving, and caring little girl you'll ever meet in your entire life. Mike, give me an 8-gun salute. Dealer's choice. And Coach Ted, tell her what it means to be 8 years old and live the good life. Thanks, guys, for everything you do. Lots of love from Mom and from the dad.
Fish silence.
1,
Uh-oh, look out.
2, 3.
That's what name withheld sounded like. That's what she first sounded like. Nothing coming out of his hair, fighting around it.
Silence.
All right, Ella, congratulations on being 8. It's a big birthday, man. I feel like 8, you kind of right there in that middle zone, right? A little bit older than those little kids. You know, you're not quite in middle school yet.
You're
8 years old,
definitely
you're in
not middle
elementary.
school.
No,
All right,
about
still
third grade.
elementary. All right, so we got to focus on that English, the reading, that kind of stuff. The big news is, besides that milkshake tonight, all right, you get there, you already put down your hamburger, your fries, and you look your dad and mom straight in the eye and said, large milkshake. Coach says large milkshake. And they go, well, what about your tummy? You say, I'm 8. I'm in charge of my own tummy.
Me and the wife, we were going to town in the bedroom, and she was downstairs doing her thing, and out of nowhere, I don't know what was going through her head, but she ends up deciding to gorilla grip my penis. Felt it pop. Instant erection's gone.
I mean, he doesn't ask you to do much. When he finishes a can, she crushes it for him.
I got this, honey. Don't mess with Tammy.
Right.
She's got that softball grip.
She gets all the toothpaste out of the tube.
Yeah, exactly. They save a lot of money.
She's sitting there in the couch working a bucket of rice.
You horny? I am.
Baseball people will get that.
Makes her own orange juice.
Yeah.
She squeezes it.
Doesn't need a nutcracker.
No.
She's not allowed to hold small animals.
Don't let her hold them like Lenny from what's it?
Mice and Men.
Mice and Men.
That's exactly what I was
Hold
thinking
it,
of.
but oh my God, she killed the puppy. She can't help herself.
Not again.
Got that softball
Accident,
grip.
medical or other. What happened to your downstairs area? 206-803-ROCK.
Yeah, look out there, honey. There's the rabbits.
She says, she plays got your nose, and she means it.
And she means it, yeah. Start calling your wife Lenny. See if she gets it.
Well, look, there's no way I'm drinking this milk.
You know what you do? Put it in
That's the dare.
chocolate milk, and then put that chocolate milk back in that fridge to see. Because look,
No,
everyone
because
here.
I'll forget and drink it.
Okay, but that's okay. Because the point is, everyone gets mad if you eat so much crap out of the fridge, as they should, and a lot of people take to labeling it. Don't label it. Just stick it in there. See if someone drinks it. Because it's not like they're going to know. And then you can say after the fact, and an all email Seattle users, by the way, don't eat or drink things in the fridge that aren't yours. Incidentally, whoever drank the chocolate milk, I'm a penis.
How did you describe that milk? It had lost its way, or what was your terminology for that milk just being in there?
It lost its way.
It snuck out of someone
No, it
else's
was-
fridge, or
Yeah, you said somebody lost their milk. That's
someone
what,
lost their milk.
My understanding is that box, which I got to take, I have a tea that's sitting in there I need to take out of there.
That's mine.
No, the green one.
That's
you get the
mine.
white label.
No, I know. I bought the green one. That's mine.
Now you Jesus.
I just bought that yesterday.
Apparently Miles is just
Were you going to
buying-
drink that one?
10 hardest English words to pronounce. I will give you guys the description, much like the word of the day. I will give you the description and see if you guys can figure it out. This is a D word, often used in British English to refer to draft beer.
Drought.
Very good. Drought.
D-R-A-U-G-H-T.
yeah. Why is that hard to say?
Drought?
Actually, no, it's draft.
Draft. So there's a silent F.
D-R-A-U-G-H-T. Draft.
Yeah.
Like a Guinness draft.
All right.
Yeah.
So we say draft, they say draft. That just sounds like England to
I thought it was
US.
draught.
It's an unusual
for some
spelling
reason.
that doesn't reflect its pronunciation, particularly with the silent GH. A common mispronunciation that you might hear is drought or draft. It's draft.
Guinness draft.
So the F is in. They invent that.
Yeah.
All right.
Number 9 is an R word. It's an area that's also called the countryside. It's an R word.
Rural.
What's that word, Ted?
Rural.
That's a Maryland, man. You can't say that word.
It's a very rural area.
Just rural, man.
Rural.
Rural. You sound like a lion trying to find his voice. And why do we always compare the size of our testicles to fruit? No one ever says the size of tomatoes, right? It's always, it's oranges, it's lemons.
But we'll do the same thing with women's breasts.
Grapefruits, melons,
apples,
Sometimes eggs.
You never say softball size. You just don't. No, but you're right. It's always fruit.
Watermelon.
I just like you throw up both hands. Never say softball.
Softball. Two-handed softball. You know what I'm saying?
Gotta go underhand.
Yeah.
Guys, Tom and Redmond.
We used to say bee stings, too.
Yeah.
Mosquito bites.
In my teenage years, I used Nair hair remover as lube to pleasure myself.
Oh, my God.
I'm convinced my sister planted it in the bathroom because she knew I would use it for that purpose.
Oh.
Did not end well. I highly recommend not using Nair hair remover as a lube.
Jeez.
Oh, no.
Dude, I told you, I
so
bought.
bad.
I don't remember the brand. They used to run commercials. You just roll on this stuff and wipe off your hair.
Yeah.
So I did that one just on my shoulder before my whole back. My buddy goes, try it on your arm before your whole back. And I mean, it felt like my flesh was burning and eating itself.
But isn't that actually the way it gets rid of the hair? Like, just dissolve
I don't
it
know.
all.
Yeah.
I couldn't even shower. I had to it was like a boxer with one broken arm. I had to shower like this.
You know, it's funny you're screaming, get my dad, just as a dad. I'd have been like, I'm going to get your mother. Look, man, I'm not going to give you good news. I know you want my expertise on the situation. You don't.
Oh, man, they're going to have to lop it off.
Dude, it's going to be awful, son.
My grandmother was a nurse, all right? So everything went through my grandmother when I was growing up. If I had a fever, if I was sick, you know where that's going. You know it's not going underneath the tongue.
Nope.
My grandmother, because it doesn't, in her world, that did not give you an accurate temperature reading.
Can we just be within a degree?
At the age of 4 or 5, I was getting my ass probed with a thermometer, just to get a temperature. They had the ones you could put in your mouth then. They were available. You could buy those.
That's not accurate,
My grandmother would bring that. I'm like, she goes to work with that. Like anybody.
Anybody.
I was like, that should be like one use only. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know it's glass, but same point in time, like, I don't want to. That's been well used. You're a nurse at a hospital. Like, God.
You think you shared it with your grandma?
I mean, I shared
Probably.
it with
His granddad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Did you drink that one? You already drank my tea?
No, but I was about to in about 10 minutes.
Jesus Christ. That's where I put my ass. It's the same spot.
You've been just
You're
chugging
gonna drink my
Monsters iced tea.
tea? God damn it.
Well, there's a green
I just
tea.
got it. It's that with 2 Diet Dr. Peppers that sit right beside each other.
Yeah, he didn't want the Dr. Pepper.
I'm going to start labeling my crap now.
Yeah, because I didn't buy one of those teas today. I just got a Lipton. So I was like, I already got one in there. Good to go.
Take it.
But it used to
Just
be.
take it.
My impression,
take it.
if it goes in that box.
I'm going to find another spot in the refrigerator.
Did you dip your tea in it?
If I put another plate, nobody puts it in the top left. I am now.
That's where I put my lunchbox.
Yes.
Yeah, that box I thought was free game. All right. Apparently
You know
it's
what?
not.
To his credit, like if
usually
Castle
was.
gets like 6 packs or something like that, they go in that box. It's like, hey, there's beer in the fridge. That's where they are.
But he also tells us that.
He does.
He also specifically
Yeah.
says.
But also, if you leave stuff in there too long, eventually he'll move it to that box, and it's like free game.
That's true. That is true.
So, yes, I thought
So I'm going to get my stuff out of the free game box.
Before Ted drinks it.
before I drink
The Ted penalty box.
Okay.
Well, and usually, in my
Ted's
defense on
already
this one,
established. If you put it in there, I'm
I'm
going to
drink it.
but usually you buy the white label tea, not the green
I buy
one.
the brown, the white, and the green.
Damn it! Either way, you didn't buy it.
By the
Just
yellow,
a
by
heads
the
up,
green.
I think I have drank some of your teas.
Damn it.
And now, the men's room legacy continues. Unfortunately, what you're about to hear is real. The members of this radio program are simply not that bright, or what some people would call educated. They are merely stupid. They're not trying to offend anyone on purpose. And all have played doctors on TV. You have been warned. and are cordially invited to join the party. This is the men's room.
Forget it, man, and get with the countdown. Get with the countdown. Shake this square world and blast off for Kicksville. The trippers, the grasshoppers, the hip ones, all gathered in secrecy and flying high as a kite.
This is the men's room with Miles and Thrill. You know what they say, shake your radio more than 3 times, and you're playing with it. You're listening to the men's room.
And away we go. Welcome to the 20th anniversary season, episode number 4,415. Along with Steve the Thrill Hill, the Ted Smith, and Mike Hawk. And you are the men's room. On Ted today, once again, we play Big Dummy. Ted's Meat and Potatoes has the best burgers in Seattle. We will play Profile This, plus headlines, a men's room shot of the day, fun with listener emails, and everyone's favorite, TV Time with Ted.
Click, clack.
All right, here we go. A patient undergoing brain surgery annoys the hell out of the doctors by playing the clarinet the entire time. Meanwhile, an 89-year-old woman eating pizza did not expect to be the victim of crime. Woman goes to see her uncle at a senior center, discovers he's been dead for 4 days. A man in England is busted with 12 grand in coke as his lip had a little white frosty glaze. And a Washington man doing DoorDash gives a couple with their 7 children a ride who are standing on the side of the road. So they stab him in the neck and steal his car. That is all coming on today's very special episode of The Men's Room.
And now, here's the question.
Hola, bitches. Good day to you and yours. All right, today is the day that we play Big Dummy, the game show that rewards you for your stunning ignorance. And here's how it works. You call us, we will spin the category, Will.
I mean, I'm spinning it.
I know, you are spinning it, and that is what I said. I guess I can't take anything back from you.
Good.
But then we'll ask you a question from that category. But here's where Big Dummy separates itself from your average, more reputable game show. We will continue to ask you questions until you get one right. Because, as always, we want you to leave here smarter than you showed up. Now, so far this year, our biggest dummy is a 2-way tie between the lovely and talented Danny and the equally lovely and talented Melody, both of whom thought that airborne meant to give birth while skydiving, and found a way to answer 11 questions wrong. Can you do better? Well, of course you can. Everyone else has. So give us a call, and off we go on Big Dummy. Brought to you by our friends at Advanced Hair Restoration.
To be a contestant to play Big Dummy, call 206-803-ROCK. Like the Men's Room on Facebook, follow us on X and Instagram at Men's Room Live. Send your emails to the Men's Room at KISW.com, and now watch the show live on YouTube at KISW.
What's going on, gentlemen?
Hola!
Hola. So, about a few years back, got out of a marriage. Took a couple years, got myself in shape before I hit the dating market again. Once I do so, one little time I'm taking a leak, and I go and I didn't tuck it all the way back in the flap, and I go to zip up. Mm-hmm. Well, it yanks about 1.5 inches right up the top of the shaft.
Yep.
So when it goes to heal, it turns into about a $50 size scab. And I got about 7 partners on the roster at the time.
Damn.
And, hey, man, I was vicious. So I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to explain this because I got this gnarly looking scab dead center on the junk. And basically lights were off, all of it.
That was it. So you were still getting laid. You just made it a point to turn off the lights.
Yes, sir.
But didn't that break the scab? I zipped my junk once. I won't go through the whole story, but I didn't end up with a scab that big. But it does scab up. And then as a guy, there's nothing you can do about it. You're going to wake up with an erection, right? It's just what your body does in your sleep. But it would break it open every morning. Yeah, it was so annoying because I'm like, look, this is not, you tell kids, quit picking at a scab. Stop scratching the cut, right? You'll open it back up. I'm not doing any of this. Yeah. I am leaving my penis alone, which I am not known to do. But in this instance, I did. But every morning, this thing will rip back open, a little bit of blood again. The healing process sucks.
Yeah, and if you go to sleep with boxers on, then it ends up drying the blood ends up drying through the boxers.
Yeah.
And then you gotta like pull it back off, and it rips again. And it's just. But yeah, when I was zipping up, man, I'm not soft and gentle about it. I zip quick and get back to what I'm doing. So when I hit it, man, it was, it went all the way. And then you got to unzip, and it was still stuck in there.
Yes. I have to say the unzipping is worse than the zip because the zip you didn't anticipate. And no one zips.
Think about if you accidentally just zip your shirt in a jacket.
But no one.
How hard it is to get that zipper unstuck.
But nobody zips slowly. When you zip up your pants, you just zip up your pants. You're not thinking, oh, man, look out for my D. So when you do it, like it's happened, by the time you feel the pain, the deal is done. But the problem is unzipping it. Now you know to anticipate the pain. And so you just stare at this thing for like a good 45 seconds before you go like, it's like pulling the Band-Aid off, Dave.
Yeah.
You just got to like, here we go. And it sucks.
My buddy, right, I've told this story, but years ago we're in Baltimore messing around. He was super strong. And you know how like when you're in early 20s, you get drunk, you wrestle.
Yeah.
He picked me up from the back of my shorts and my underwear. How he did it, to this day, I don't know. But my underwear snapped. So then I just had these two like scabs on the bottom,
on the inside of your thigh, like underneath your
under the bottom of the satchel.
Yeah, they were actually on the satchel.
Yes. So that's when like I'd go into work, like I couldn't sit, like walking around it was fine, but if you tried to sit down, you had to like adjust.
Yes.
And sit down because it hurt so bad.
Did the temperature affect? Because we're talking about you wake up with an erection and it reopens whatever cut you got, right? So if you go from hot to cold. Right, your satchel's bouncing up and down depending on the temperature. You get in the shower and suddenly, they're 8 inches longer than they were. Did that break it open?
I can't. The main thing I remember is like you ever had like a little patch of like road rash or something?
Yeah.
Right, because there's so much pressure, this underwear just snaps. So it was like that. So like once they had scabbed up, it was okay, but the first couple of days was awful.
I just remembered twice in the last 20 years.
That you got?
That I have.
All right.
So, typically only ride
How do you forget?
Because for whatever reason, it just triggered my brain.
You try not to think about it.
That's true.
It's in the summertime. It's when I normally ride my scooter.
Yeah.
I hit a pothole, and my boys must have been on the seat. And it also happened to me on the bus. You just don't think
on
about
the bus?
Well, they're down on the seat.
Right.
So the bus hits a bump, and it just goes ding, 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 and you're like,
did you make any noise?
I mean, it's that silent scream of the pain is so bad you can't even get a scream out. It's almost like you're inhaling as you do it. Accident, medical or other, what happened to your downstairs area, 206-803-ROCK. I remember because I was just like, I just got to play it cool because it's a packed bus. I'm wondering, like, plus you can't really man spread when it's a packed bus. So I got my legs real close together, so it ding. You're like, Jesus, God.
Hello, Justin. Welcome to the men's room.
Ahoy!
Hola!
Hey, real quick, can you guys hear me? I got you in my headphones.
Yeah, we got you.
Okay, cool. So, what happened to my downstairs area was I was on my mountain bike, and I went off a pretty big jump and was going way too fast, landed, and went over the handlebars just like the previous caller. But my handlebars turned sideways, and they ripped my satchel open.
So you're basically what you're saying is your wheel turned 90 degrees. You now have the handlebar pointed straight at your junk.
Yep, it ripped it open. I crashed and burned, and I just looked down, and I got shorts on.
Uh-oh.
Hello?
Oh, now we lost you.
And he's fading. All right, I think we got the gist. How old did he say he was when he did that? Anyone catch?
Well, the weird thing, I had a vasectomy, so I've seen what the inside looks like.
Yeah, but at least that's surgically.
It doesn't change the trauma.
It doesn't change the trauma.
It doesn't change what your mind is thinking.
Sure, but at least you knew what you were getting into.
God.
I've seen behind the curtain.
Yes.
Ignore the man behind the curtain.
And you can really see in there. I mean, you can see everything.
Does it look what we pretty much expect? Or, like, what surprised you most when you looked at it and say, this is the inside of my...
Did you see the twins in there?
Oh, yeah.
Did you see Mr. Peanut?
Because you got to remember, they're taking the vas deferens on the bottom end.
Right.
And then they cut it, and then they either cauterize it or they tie it.
Oh, no.
So in my instance, they tied it. So they pull them from the bottom, which is no pain at all. what you need to know about your boys is that from the bottom side of it, there is no nerve pain. It's all coming. That's why it feels like it's going up into your stomach.
Yeah.
Now, when they pull the top down,
Hello.
that's when you go, oh, God. And you feel the same feeling as if you got racked.
Yeah.
But you don't feel it from the bottom end at all.
No. That's why you can pinch the purse and it doesn't do anything.
Correct. But it's
Pinch
all
the purse.
It's all
Pinch the
coming,
purse.
but all that stuff just feels like it's like a super highway into your stomach.
That explains
You know?
it. Because you're right. You get hit in the balls and inevitably, like you're holding your stomach.
Yeah.
You really hold your actual joint.
No,
Just
you're
hold
not,
your
you're not worried about the downstairs. You're worried about your gut
Yeah.
at that point.
I definitely have puked before doing it.
Just getting hit that hard.
Well, yeah, like in football, you're not really supposed to knock over the center on a punt.
Yeah.
It's kind of cheap and you shouldn't do it. So I was doing it at practice, having fun.
Being a D.
Basically, and the center finally just was smart enough as I was going over him to tug me down and put his knee up.
Oh!
Yeah, I just stood up and puked. It was, and I was like, and even the coach was like, "You've done it 5 times in a row.
You earned that.
Nobody feels bad for
Tiny.
you."
Accident, medical, or other, what happened to your downstairs area? 206-803-ROCK.
You know, Mike, now that I say that out loud, I was just being a D to be a D.
Yeah!
It's the football field, man. That's what you do.
Hello,
fired
Travis. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, bicholas.
Hola!
Love you guys. Anyway, so my story is, I guess it's the gift that kept on giving my whole life. But I was 10 years old, and I was playing chicken out on the playground, and a lot of people play that from the monkey bars, hanging. We played it from a balancing beam, standing on top of said beam, and I lost, and I went and went down, as you can imagine, and actually had to have one removed.
What?
And have been without, and have had many stories bred from that situation.
At 10 years old.
10 years old.
Now,
yeah,
how
I
long-
wasn't that attached to it.
Was that more traumatic or less traumatic? Because you know you have one, you know you care about it, but you don't know what
its special
You
purpose.
don't know everything that
Yes.
it's capable of yet. So
100%. That's exactly what I tell people. Actually, is like I wasn't that attached to it yet. It wasn't that big of a deal to me at that time. I didn't realize until really high school that having just
Yeah, I mean, look, when you're a kid, you just say, hey, you might as well cut your arm. You go, oh my God, this thing happened. As an adult, you're like, no, it is so much more than the physical part. Now.
Is one side of your boys down there looking like a flappy piece of chicken skin?
I think they did a pretty good job.
Did they put in a fake ping pong ball or anything?
The other one, though, is grown. Yeah, the other one, though, like it basically took the place, I guess, of the other one. So, I don't have to have, testosterone replacement or
All right,
anything.
now, let me ask you this, though. So you're 10 years old, you hit the balance beam. Obviously, you've crushed your satchel. How long does it take for people to reach the conclusion that you need to go to the hospital? Because guys get hit in the junk all the time. So how long were they like, oh, my God, man?
There was it was a long time in the nurse's office. I remember them arguing amongst themselves as to. I just wanted to take my pants down and show them what was wrong.
Look at it.
So wait, did they not let you do that?
Correct. Not at first. Yeah.
Okay.
It took quite a few minutes to get to that point, and then immediately at that point it was like call an ambulance.
Oh, damn! So so you had to convince them to let them actually look, and then as soon as you showed them the evidence, you're like, "Dear God, get this boy an ambulance."
There's something.
I wasn't convincing them, or anything, but they were physically stopping me. I was just trying to just.
Sure, that's a bad look.
Yeah, I don't care. Just look.
But what did it look like that they? I mean, was it swollen? Was it bleeding? Was something blowing out of there, or what?
Yeah, it was basically ruptured. At that point, it was swollen, and yeah.
When you hurt yourself down there, I had
the
a bad.
men's room with
You
Miles
look
and
better
Thrill.
today than you did
99.9 KISW.
All the Charles, away we go. Welcome to the 20th anniversary season, episode number 4415. What a large and in charge program we have for you today. The head chef is back in the house. Ted's Meat and Potatoes. The last time we talked, Ted, we talked about McDonald's hamburgers.
Yep.
But now we're going for the real deal.
Yes, sir.
The best burgers in the city of Seattle and the surrounding area.
Correct. Obviously, people have some opinions, and depends on what kind of burger you like, but it's a pretty good list.
I'll tell you this. I think as far as the places I've lived, Seattle has one of the best hamburger cultures of anywhere I've ever traveled.
I'd agree with that.
This list has some, like fancier restaurants on it too. But honestly, between Red Mill and Dick's, I'd be good.
Yeah.
Sure. I mean, well, when you look at, if it's Kid Valley or
Kid Valley's great.
Red Mill, Burger Master, there's just a lot of individual local chains. Quick Pick, where
Well, it helps that we have a lot of locally owned ones. Coming from the East Coast, there's a billion different independent restaurants. Very few of them are burgers.
Yeah.
Right? We have McDonald's, you have Checkers, but like you would say, Ted, you have to go to a fancier restaurant to even just find a burger that might be independently.
I can't even tell you one in Baltimore. I cannot tell you one
seriously,
independent place where everyone goes, you got to go there and get their burger.
Seafood, maybe, but not burgers.
You're
Not
right.
burgers.
Seafood's big.
Sure.
Yeah, you're right. I can't think.
But burgers, man, no. Seattle, honestly, man, might have, and I don't know this to be factual by any stretch of the imagination, but at least in my experience, more independently owned burger chains or burger shops than anywhere.
Well, you go to places that aren't necessarily burger places. They have to have a good burger because of that. So if I go to the Dock in Fremont, right? They have an amazing burger. They're not probably going to be on the list because they're not known as a burger place. But you go to some of these places, they make a damn good hamburger, and that doesn't count like the upper end places that have burgers for happy hour. Daniel's has a great hamburger.
Some of these...
The Metropolitan Grill has a great hamburger.
All right, so some of these higher end places, they kind of mention, like, you probably want to go for the happy hour burger.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I don't know if Frisco Freeze is on your list there, but a lot of people on the YouTube text there suggesting Frisco
Yeah, I
Freeze.
believe that's down in Tacoma.
That is correct.
Trust me,
yes.
like, I fully understand, and Miles, thanks for handing me the list. We're going to get some comments.
Sure.
Yeah.
The old Triple X burger over in, was it Issaquah?
Issaquah.
I mean, that was a gold mine.
Well, in burgers, too, it's kind of like pizza. It really depends on what you like.
True.
I know right now everybody's talking about smash burgers, which I love a smash burger. But sometimes, like to me, like Loretta's.
Yeah.
And then sometimes you want to go somewhere and you want that third pound or quarter pound.
8-ounce burger. 8-ounce burger's got a big old thick burger. We haven't brought up Little Woody's. I mean, there's so many good places in Seattle to get a hamburger. It's
look, we all know where this is leading.
We're going to get hungry tonight and go get a hamburger?
Yes.
Yeah, pretty much. That's exactly what's going to
I was
happen.
actually thinking about that tonight. My kid's coming down with her boyfriend. Like, where do we go to dinner? It's either going to be sushi or maybe Red Mill or someplace like that. Just
Red Mill.
go up there and get some of those onion
Go to
rings.
sushi and then get that burger.
Well, if you go to
Because you're gonna
sushi,
make a hungry
I'm so,
looking.
exactly. I mean, just give me an hour and I'm ready to eat
Yeah,
that.
get the Red Mill burger.
After I
with the
spent
bacon.
$150 on sushi, now I'm going to go get real food. So the head chef coming up at 4:30 with the best burgers in Seattle. And today is the day we play the game known as Big Dummy. It's an easy game to play. As we spin the category wheel, you are either playing for Team Sober or Team Not Sober. Our biggest dummies would be the lovely Danny and the lovely Melody. Each took 11 questions to get one right. And as we do when we play Big Dummy, we like to do a little men's room poll. The last time we played Big Dummy, it was Big Dumpy.
Correct.
And we asked you if you could attend one next year. And your choices to go see a Stanley Cup match, a national championship, be it football or basketball, the Super Bowl, or a World Series. And as we put the poll up, if you follow us on X and Men's Room Live, here are your results from last week's poll. With 7% of the votes coming in fourth place, you say you want to go to a national championship. Now, Ted, you might disagree with that.
I would. I mean, I love college football and but mainly college football.
Yeah.
So I think it's just super cool to go, and it's kind of like going to a Super Bowl. There's just so many events in that town.
Right.
Yeah.
And honestly, like, look, Houston architecturally is an ugly, ugly place.
Yes, it is.
But it's so massive, and there's so much stuff to do in that city. Like, it seemed like a good place to host a giant event like that.
Now, would you go to a national championship if you had tickets, if you didn't have a horse in the race?
Oh yeah.
So the games of the Rose Bowl, it's LSU versus Ohio State.
I mean,
whatever.
I'm dying to go to a Rose Bowl game. Period. I don't care who's playing.
Yeah.
Just because I want to see the Rose Bowl, and I try to explain people like in the Northwest, not as much, but like when you grow up on the East Coast and it's January 1st, it's crappy outside,
and you see
those
Bowl,
guys.
Dude.
It's the last game of the day, and it's sunny, and the women are beautiful.
Yeah.
Right? You're just like, I remember so many times as a kid being like, I'm going to live on the West Coast one day.
I'm right there with you, dude.
I am right there with you. Exactly. It started with the Rose Bowl parade.
Oh, yeah.
Sunday morning, my mom used to watch that crowd and be like, wow, it's so nice there. And she's like, and it's only 9 o'clock in the morning there.
Mm-hmm. Everything about it was
like,
awesome.
What do you mean? She's like, oh, they have the whole day ahead of them of being in the sunshine. I was like, man, we live in a crappy place, Mom.
Yeah.
This sucks. It's snowing right now. Even the Cotton Bowl would be sunny. The Fiesta Bowl's always sunny. Any game in San Diego will be at the Holiday Bowl, whatever the hell you watch on the West Coast.
Yeah, I mean, I can remember sitting in the basement of my house at College Park. It is New Year's Day. It is freezing. It's cold. You get that crappy furnace downstairs. I could smell it right now. And there's me and my brother and my dad watching that Rose Bowl game.
They look happy.
And there's shadows. And everybody's in shorts and T-shirts. Then they pan to the USC cheerleaders or whatever. You're like, oh, God.
I'm definitely moving to the West Coast.
Jeez, whiz, what's happening out there?
The Song Girls. Yeah.
Call
You
them
got
what you
Keith
want.
Jackson talking about the granddaddy of them all.
Yeah. Brent Musburger, unfortunately, talking about somebody who's attractive and then getting crap.
Hey,
for that.
partner, look at the chest on her. I'm sorry, the mic's off.
Right.
For the 8th time.
He's only commenting on what the cameraman is showing you.
That is a good point.
I mean, dude.
It's not like he said, hey, camera 2, swing to section 407. They come back from commercial break. The cameraman has made it clear that this busty, dumb co-ed, his boobs are spilling out. They focus on that, and Brent Musburger would point out with the cameraman like, yeah, that's why young men sign up to go to college.
That's exactly what he said.
Then he gets in trouble.
Do you know how many people are going to apply to the school because of what you just saw right there?
And he's not wrong.
And then Brett Favre.
She was Miss Alabama.
Brett Favre thought the same thing.
Oh, well, that's Jed Seeger.
Well, sorry.
She went to
person.
FSU.
Yeah. Either way. I really didn't think that was a crime that he should have been guilty of.
No.
Because the cameramen do it all the time. You come back from break, it could be NFL or college. Obviously, there's the cheerleaders. They know what they're doing, but there'll always be some hot chick in the stand, you know what I mean, doing her thing. And we know why the camera.
Pamela Anderson got discovered because she was at a Cowboys game and they panned to her.
Yeah, that's it.
I mean, look, sometimes broadcasters deservedly, they deserve the rap.
Sure.
Sometimes they don't. I don't care if
He did
Marv
not.
Albert wants to bite a hooker on the back. If that's what he's into, so what?
He didn't do it on TV.
He paid her for it.
I almost forgot about that.
Yeah, he wants to bite a woman on the ass. Like,
Yes.
All right, that's his thing.
Yes. National Championship comes in 4th place with 7% of the vote. In 3rd place, 10-1 next year, that would be the Stanley Cup. 16% of you said you'd like to go see a Stanley Cup.
All right.
Yeah. It'd be cool to see like Game 7, see that thing in person.
I mean, I would go to any of these, but yeah, in order, I would so far reverse Stanley Cup with NCAA championship.
Also, we are very fortunate with the NHL that if your team does well, let's say the Kraken are up there, they're not going to go to Calgary or Winnipeg or one of these cold winter towns. They never get in the Stanley
We're
Cup.
going to Florida.
You're going to Florida. You're damn straight.
or
you
North
are.
Carolina.
That's exactly. You're going to Atlanta.
These
You're
other
going to a nice sunny
winter
area
powerhouses.
where the smart Canadians now live and play for an American team.
I mean, hell, I'd go to a Western Conference final just to go down to Dallas. And
Yeah, no kidding.
Could you imagine being the best hockey player in the United States of America? And next thing you know, you're a frickin' Winnipeg Jet.
Oh, no, I'd be
You're
pissed.
just living in the middle of frickin' nowhere. It's freezing goddamn
Where is
cold.
that, Manitoba?
Winnipeg, Manitoba, yeah.
Yeah.
You could hear the confidence in my voice.
Is that
Manitoba?
It's Womanitoba, yeah.
Stanley Cup comes in 3rd place, 16% of the vote.
Person-tobia.
28% of you said the World Series would be something you'd be interested in seeing. And overwhelmingly, with nearly half the vote of 49%, you said if you could attend one next year, you would be headed to the Super Bowl, which I do believe is in... Is it Minneapolis or SoFi? What did we figure out?
I think it's crap. I don't remember.
There's two.
It might be
It's in
SoFi
LA.
the next season. It is.
It is in LA, but it's in it's in California. Hang on.
Well, it's got to be SoFi.
Oh, Levi. It's
No,
Levi.
There we go.
Levi's
Thank
this
you.
year.
Yeah.
Levi's this year, and then the following year somewhere.
SoFi.
else. That's right. Okay. So on to this week's poll. Boy, do we have exciting news. I don't know if you watched the John Bon Jovi Netflix documentary.
Did not.
John Bon Jovi was on tour a few years back, and he had some kind of a vocal strain, and he basically just could not sing anymore.
Right.
The videos of him in concert, it was bad. Bad to the point where he just basically said, I can't do it. Also, John Bon Jovi has a weird thing about needing to do a 2.5-hour show every night. I don't know if that's a New Jersey in him or whatever the deal is. But Bon Jovi is now hitting the road again, with the band announcing a major tour across the U.S. and Europe, including high-profile stops Madison Square Garden, Wembley Stadium. The Forever Tour, produced by Live Nation, begins in July of 2026. 4 shows at Madison Square Garden before heading over to Europe. And the tour, as they say, marks the significant comeback as the frontman returns to regular live performances after undergoing a vocal cord surgery in 2022.
Thrill, just buy your tickets now.
Yeah, it's going to happen.
Yeah. The band's leader has indicated last year that no tour would be in the cards unless he was completely up for it. I'm very capable of singing again, but the bar needs to be 2.5 hours, 4 nights a week. before I'll consider touring. If there is any uncertainty
I
with the
respect
instrument,
that, man.
truthfully, I'm not going to do it. But don't you think to some degree, like anything else, maybe just pull back a little, maybe 3 nights. I mean, I get what he's trying to do, but even like with Matt Cameron, I think his statement basically, to summarize it, was, man, you're banging on the drums for 2.5, 3 hours
Sure.
every night with Pearl Jam. It wears you down.
I believe that, but also, like anything, whatever your job is, you do it. He is lucky enough that he gets to call the shots on it, right? So to me, like, good on you, man. Especially because he's long in the tooth, right? I mean, he ain't a spring chicken no more. So if he wants to do 2, and look, I'm not a big Bon Jovi fan. I like the same songs you do, and I pretty much don't like the rest, right? But if you are a Bon Jovi fan, it's cool to go like, look, he's going to give us 2.5 hours, because a lot of the bands we see now,
and I also think
that
it'd be
was
cool.
70 minutes, man, and they're done, right?
I also think it'd be cool if he could patch things up with Richie Sambora.
I was going to ask if he's part of
and
the
go
tour.
on that. That is not.
And to be fair,
that is not in the cards as far as this story goes.
Not to throw like Ticketmaster or Live Nation under the bus, and they know they're overcharged for this crap. But the fact that it's being produced by Live Nation, which would drive up the cost more, if you have to justify a ticket price, at least you go, hey, he's going to at least give us 2.5 hours.
Correct.
If he's feeling good, he might go 3, because some of the concerts my wife's been to, she's like, look, it was great for the 60 minutes they were on stage. You know, the thing that we paid the money for, and then they were gone.
Well, Prince was pretty famous, right, for being about like, you get 90 minutes and I'm off.
And
the
I am
stage.
done.
Right. But he didn't take a break.
No, it's true.
That was just a huge-ass go-go show. When I saw him do an actual concert at the MCI Center in
But
Washington, D.C.
but I do agree with Thrill. That is, like, if you're going to go see Bon Jovi, I like that he's like, oh, I'm giving you at least 2.5
2.5 hours, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, certain shows, like Bruce Springsteen, doesn't matter what he says. You're there 3.5 hours.
So Bon Jovi, there. Who is Steven Tyler's new song with? Is it Young Buck?
Oh, I can't remember.
Young Blood, what is his name?
Might be Young Blood.
Young Blood, not Young Buck. That little Young Buck right there.
Hello, Young Buck.
I'm going to sing a song with you, see?
Young Buck is a rapper.
He is.
Young Blood. Yeah, that's why I got
That's why I would have been really...
You know me. I'm deep into that, more so than Young Blood.
I just, honestly, for a minute, I was like, yeah, a song with Young Buck?
Oh, he did Run
He's got a
DMC,
song
why
with We Gotta
not?
Walk This Way. So you never know what Steven Tyler's going to do. But either way, Joe Perry, our good buddy, says, I know there's going to be at least one more gig.
One more gig.
I'm not looking forward to putting the set list together.
I'm just translating.
But Joe Perry is convinced his band will play again despite Aerosmith's retirement from touring. He suggests that Steven Tyler would be able to take part.
All right.
Like most of us, you probably thought that that was it for Aerosmith when they officially announced their retirement from touring last August. There was a date in Seattle.
Yeah, that is correct.
We never got that far. I did see footage from one of the shows in Philadelphia. They were killing it.
I believe that.
They sounded awesome. So, I mean, obviously, Steven Tyler had suffered a fractured larynx 3 gigs into their farewell tour. He had not fully recovered.
You know what he said when it happened?
Ow! And now Joe says maybe there's hope that you'll see the band live once again. And I think that Youngblood might have subtly hinted that at some point in time, but I don't know that to be a fact. But either way, it looks like there is a possibility of this happening. In an interview with the guitarist, he sounded positive that the band will take the stage again. When asked about future gigs, Perry said, "We're talking about we all yeah, quote unquote." Tyler has spent months tirelessly working on getting his voice to where it was before his injury. We've seen him struggling, but he did the Oz tribute show.
Right. Yeah.
And he's done a couple other things.
All right.
So that's option number 2. Option number 3 would be Rush, who are actually coming to Climate Pledge Arena October the 10th and the 12th. Speaking of that, Daily Mix Morning Show tomorrow at 8:05 has a chance for you to win tickets.
Yeah.
And finally, as we say, you're going to see these bands one last time. Hall & Oates. So are you picking Bon Jovi, Aerosmith, Rush, or Hall & Oates to see one last time? That is our Men's Room poll. Vote now if you follow us on X at Men's Room Live.
You're going to do. Hello, Mike. Welcome to the Men's Room.
Hola.
Hola.
Yeah, about 8 years ago, me and the wife, we were going to town in the bedroom, and she was downstairs doing her thing, and out of nowhere, I don't know what was going through her head, but she ended up deciding to gorilla grip my penis and felt it pop. Instant erection's gone. And it was just throbbing pain. She ended up breaking all the blood vessels in my penis.
Oh, my God.
Good God, man.
Are you still with this woman?
Yeah, we got 2 kids together and everything.
All right, okay. So she learned to be more gentle, I guess?
The gorilla grip. Good God, man. So did you have to...
she I don't know what it was. Tarzan, I don't know what it was. It was just insane. And later that night, I couldn't go to bed, and it was just throbbing, and I just ended up going to the emergency room, or I ended up going to work, and it was rubbing against my jeans, and it was like, I cannot do this anymore. So went to the emergency room, doctor checked it out, and he had like 2 other people in there looking at it, and
cool.
He was like flopping it around, and I'm like, am I going to be good? And he's like, yeah, you just can't have sex for a couple weeks, but yeah, it was bad. It swelled up about twice the size.
All right, I got 2 questions for you. One, how long did you make it through work before you finally said, I got to go to see a doctor?
30 minutes.
All right, and did you explain to the doctor what happened?
Yeah, I just wanted it fixed.
Sure. Yeah. Did your wife feel bad?
Yeah, she felt bad, but what do you do? It was just kind of crazy.
Now, assuming that you continued to have relations with your wife, does it cross your mind? Anytime you're about to hop in the sack, like, I hate to revisit this, but my brain goes there every time.
Easy. Oh, yeah. Yeah, she gets a good laugh out of it.
Is she a big, strong woman? I try to envision. It's like
a big, strong
Is she the kind like you don't say anything about what's for dinner? I mean, you just keep your mouth shut?
No, she's quiet, but she used to play softball in high school. So.
Oh, so she's got a grip, dude. Yeah, without a doubt.
She's got a grip.
All right. Okay.
Got that softball grip.
And Brenda, please.
Softball high school. Damn.
Accident medical other. What happened to your downstairs area? 206-803-ROCK.
I mean, he doesn't ask you to do much. When he finishes a can, she crushes it for him.
I got this, honey. Don't mess with Tammy.
Right.
She's got that softball grip.
She gets all the toothpaste out of the tube.
Yeah, exactly. They save a lot of money.
She's sitting there on the couch working a bucket of rice.
You horny? I am.
Baseball people will get that.
Makes her own orange juice.
Yeah.
She squeezes it.
Doesn't need a nutcracker.
No.
She's not allowed to hold small animals.
Don't let her hold them. Like Lenny from
Mice and Men.
Mice and Men.
That's exactly what I was
hold
thinking
it, but oh my God, she killed the puppy. She can't help herself.
Not again.
Got that softball
Accident
grip.
medical or other. What happened to your downstairs area? 206-803-ROCK.
Yeah, look out there, honey. There's the rabbits.
Yeah.
She says she plays "Got Your Nose" and she means it.
And she means it, yeah. Start calling your wife Lenny. See if she gets it. Hello, Reed. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Hola.
Hey, this takes time. Like back in 2010, this was 15 years ago. I used to clean up a lot better, Manscaped some more, and I ended up getting like a ingrown hair that went abscessed.
Oh.
And I went to work out of town in Hawaii, and the humidity just hit me, and it got so bad I couldn't walk. They had to take me to the ER, and they checked it out, and they said they're trying to get me to sit down. I said I can't sit down; it hurts too much. They rushed me into the room, not too fast, but get me in there, and they see you got abscess on the back of your leg and one on your scrotal area. So they look at the one on the back of the leg, and then say, yeah, that's abscessed, and let's see this one on your scrotal area. So I roll over, and he says, he looks, and let me get somebody else. And he goes out and gets somebody else, and another person comes in, and they're looking at it, and they go get another person, and they come back, and then they're looking at it. So there's like 4 people looking at this thing, and it hurts, and they end up cutting the one on the back of my leg, but they can't do the one on my scrotal area. They end up ultrasounding it, and I'm getting ultrasound by this mean old Russian lady, and every time she rubs the ultrasound over it, it just hurting pain. Pow! Every time. Pow! That's my story.
So how did that?
Yeah.
So did
So
it
what
work?
did they do?
Did it work its way out?
They gave me antibiotics. They couldn't cut it open. They were worried about infection, like rotting the abdomen and all my intestines falling out through my abdomen. So they just gave me antibiotics and
Jesus.
I had to wait for a week, and I couldn't walk, so I had to pull a sock over my nuts, so it wouldn't rub against my leg and my pants. So I didn't know why I went on painkillers and antibiotics with sock over my nuts.
Do you explain to anyone what has gone on, or you just try to keep
an
this to
unusual
yourself?
bathing suit?
Oh, no. Everybody at work knew it. They were laughing. They had a great time just laughing about it.
Hey, I did a little self-surgery when I was probably 21, 22. I had a huge bump on the back of my thigh.
All right.
And it was the same way. It kind of looked like a zip, but it wasn't going to be. I didn't know what the hell it was. So at one point in time, I'm like, the hell with it. I got a razor blade, and I just sliced it.
Yeah.
And I popped this thing, and it's like this little black thing comes out. And I start pulling it. The hair that was ingrown on the back of my thigh, I swear to God, was at least 12 inches long.
Yeah.
It was all inside there. But I kept pulling and pulling and pulling. It was like a clown scarf.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, my God. And then when it came out, all the pain went away. No problems anymore. But I could not believe that hair had to have been growing inside of my skin for years.
I don't know how that works, man. I've had one ingrown hair popped for me. I was like 18. It's my first girlfriend. And I don't know what it is about women. Like, they go back to their primate state where they want to groom you. You know what I mean? If there's a zit, they're going to pop it, right? So, like, she's rubbing my back, and I knew something on my back was very sensitive and hurt. I just figured it was a zit. I can't see it, right? So she's like, I think it's an ingrown hair, which I'd heard of. But I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. Anyway, she worked this thing. It hurt like a bitch. But finally, she pops this thing, and I hear she's very excited, but she's also going like, ooh. Like, what? She's like, it's an ingrown hair. And like you said, it's weird. I can't see it, but I can feel it being removed from my body,
being tugged on.
But you still don't really know what it is. And she showed me this thing. She was all and it's covered in stuff too, but it's all sitting in the palm of her hand. And like you said, it looked like a dreadlock.
Yeah,
I'm like, all of that grew under my skin. She's like, that's why it hurt, dummy. I'm like, no, it makes sense. I did not. I figured an ingrown hair was the size of an eyelash, and that was it.
Or something, just underneath the skin.
It is not.
I just
like
didn't
that
realize
at
it
all.
could be for years.
It's gross, man.
Accident, medical, or other, what happened to your downstairs area? 206-803-ROCK.
But I can't grow hair on top of my head.
No. Yeah.
But I can grow it on my back. Cool. Hello, Chase. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Hola.
So my story is I was with one of my buddies, and they're moving out of their apartments, and I'm helping them move stuff in and out of the apartment into his truck. And I was driving with my wife's car earlier that day, so I had the keys in my pocket. Well, her dad decided to give her some pepper spray and mace on her keychain.
Oh, no.
And as I'm moving stuff in and out, it's washing, so it's wet. So I'm like feeling water. I'm like, maybe some water in his truck. It's just getting on my pant leg, and you can see a wet spot. No big deal. So I keep on moving, and sooner or later, I'm kind of getting a little itchy, a little burning. Started doing a little pinch and twist to try to make it go away, and it just goes from there. It gets extreme. So I run inside real quick, go check it out, and drop trowel, and there's a giant orange spot covering my pocket, my underwear, and the boys. So I try to call my wife, tell her, hey, man, that stuff went off, and the stuff your dad gave me, I can't get it off.
Rock. Game is Big Dummy 206-803-ROCK. Steve, who is our first contestant ready to play the big game?
Hello, Cody. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Hola.
Cody, are you on team sober or team not sober?
I am sober today. I just got home.
All right, Cody, welcome to Big Dummy. Okay, our men's room poll, you're going to see one last time. Bon Jovi, Aerosmith, Rush, or Hall & Oates?
I'm going to have to say Aerosmith just because my dad used to tell me stories. He used to watch them practice before they got big.
Is that right?
How did he watch them practice before they got big?
Oh, because he lived in the same town as them as of where they practiced.
Oh, wow.
I'm from Mass.
Okay.
Okay.
That's very cool, man. They had a great music scene back in the day.
That is really cool.
Jay Giles Band and Aerosmith.
Did he have any idea that they would blow up and be huge, or it's just one of those things they blew up and he's like, I used to watch these guys?
He used to think they were weirdos, but...
All right.
Well, no, I think he's probably right. Steven Tyler's an odd duck. Our little interaction with, what's his face, Joe
Perry.
Joe Perry. Mm-hmm. He is whatever he is.
Yeah.
But a good band.
Mainly because of how they dressed.
Ah. Okay.
I can't remember if it was 1988 or 1989. Whenever Guns N' Roses released Appetite for Destruction.
Probably 88 then. It came out, when, 86, 87, somewhere around
I believe so. But Aerosmith had just released, I want to say Permanent Vacation, or whatever the song is with Angel on it and all that crap. I don't remember exactly. Either way, I go to the Civic Arena in Pittsburgh. I'm excited to see Aerosmith. I have heard Guns N' Roses one song.
Yeah.
Kicks ass. I'm excited to see Aerosmith. Guns N' Roses plays in front of the curtain. Aerosmith had a curtain, and they had about 6-7 feet up on stage, and got in early. After Guns N' Roses was done, everybody was just standing around with their mouth wide open.
Right.
You could not believe what you just saw, and there was nothing that Aerosmith could have done after that
Right.
to top the opening act.
Yeah.
That was it wasn't that they were bad. It was
But you're
just
not going to beat that.
The buzz in the arena was Jesus Christ, Guns N' Roses.
Right.
So I have seen Aerosmith. It was just
You just weren't impressed because the bar had already been set.
If they'd have just come out and played, it would have been one of the greatest shows I've ever seen. But not when Guns N' Roses has 6 feet to work with and they're just running back and forth.
Oh, yeah.
Blowing the place up. So, yeah.
Dude, I'm not going to say who the headliner was, but same thing happened to me with Avenged Sevenfold.
All right. They weren't the headliner.
They weren't the headliner. They were the next year they become the headliner for most of their tours. But same thing, like I feel bad, but like I ran into a lot of listeners. We were leaving White River, and they were like, "Yeah, dude, that was unreal. I'm not staying for the."
We're good.
Yeah,
let's beat the traffic.
Yeah, I'm sure people on the text line know. Like I said, I'm not gonna name the band, but Avenge, and again, something against that band because I've seen them,
but you know
3 other times.
It's
they're
not
awesome.
going to be better.
Avenge was just that good at that time.
Damn. Yeah, always pick a bad opening band if you're in a band. That's right. That's my advice. All right, Cody.
Like Leonard Skinner.
Here's your question. It is multiple choice. What website's original name was Backrub? Was it Amazon, YouTube, Google, or Instagram?
Pure guess C.
Google? YouTube. You said C?
Yeah.
That would be YouTube.
Is it
I think
Google?
it's Google.
It is in fact Google.
Yeah, that seems about right for those guys in the early days.
Google. All right, speaking of websites, in order of the 4 most visited websites, they are in order: Google, YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. What is the 5th most visited website?
So we start with Google.
And another
YouTube. What was the third one?
Facebook and Instagram. So what is the 5th most visited? And again, multiple choice. Reddit, Twitter/X, or ChatGPT. So Reddit, Twitter, or ChatGPT. Which is the 5th most visited website?
I was thinking it was Amazon.
Is this all time or just average last year?
This is average, I believe, the last year.
Oh, I'm going to go ChatGPT.
Yep, and you are correct.
Damn,
Think about
that thing
that,
rocking
man.
it up there pretty quick, didn't it?
Yeah, I mean, seriously. There's Google, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and then GPT is directly behind them. That is, how long has that been around? 2 years, maybe? 2.5?
Honestly, time is flying so doggone much I can't be trusted.
It's probably been
anymore,
around like
but-
10 years when it was
Yeah,
out.
right. The thing is that it can do so much. I mean, even
I get
I've
it.
used it. I've cheated here at work with it.
I just
before.
thought like Reddit or Twitter would outdo it, but apparently not.
Yeah.
Game is Big Dummy 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Tom. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, gentlemen.
Hola.
Tom, always sober, correct?
Yeah, sober.
Are you ever going to call with a buzz on?
No, probably not.
Okay. All right, just check.
Would you tell us if you
Definitely
did?
not.
I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Tom, you're sober, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like if Tom fell off the wagon, like
Oh, so yeah.
it could be bad. He's not calling us.
That would be a bender, I guess. All right, you're going to see one band last time.
you sons of bitches kiss my ass.
Right. Tom, what loud-ass music do you want? Bon Jovi, Aerosmith, Rush, or Hall & Oates?
Probably Aerosmith.
Aerosmith. All right.
Yeah.
Maybe could happen.
It's a little bit tougher because you're right. Aerosmith has so many songs I know.
I mean, they
So
got
does Bon Jovi.
50 years. I mean, Bon Jovi does, and I'm sure Bon Jovi would be fun, but I don't feel like I'd be fulfilled after the show. Where Aerosmith, it's like, dude, they got a couple of songs I don't like, but the majority of what they have, I do.
I think all these shows would be good. I think Aerosmith would but you never know.
Hall & Oates was not good.
They were
Hall & Oates.
They were having a tough time.
I know they're having a tough time, but man, it wasn't. The music was great. They were on point, but somehow, like, I just wanted to leave.
Yeah.
You know? And I know every freaking one of the songs they play. All right, your question. What action stars were the 3 original owners of the Planet Hollywood chain or restaurants? Ooh.
It was Bruce Willis, Arnold, and Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Sylvester Stallone.
Sylvester Stallone, man.
Oh.
Yeah, you got Schwarzenegger, Willis, and Sylvester Stallone.
We have one of those in Baltimore.
I don't think it's there anymore.
No, it's been gone for years. It was gone before we left.
That makes sense.
That whole area is gone before we left.
Mm-hmm. All right, Tom, your question. Who won Super Bowl IV?
I think that was the Chiefs.
Yep. Nice job. Was that Lynn Dawson, a quarterback?
Who do they play in a Super Bowl?
I believe so. Would they play the Packers or did they play the Raiders? No, they played.
I think the Packers were back in it.
Because they played. Didn't the Chiefs and the Packers play the first 2 Super Bowls?
Correct. And then the Jets beat the Colts at Super Bowl III, which
so now
is
the
massive.
Chiefs are back. Was it Minnesota already?
I think it was Green Bay. You might be right.
I don't think the Chiefs ever beat Green Bay. I'm not sure of that. I don't think they did. I'm guessing Minnesota because Minnesota had 4 Super Bowls that they lost in the 70s.
Yes.
But you got to. That's why I'm just guessing Minnesota. It had to start sometime.
It's Minnesota.
All right.
Okay. Big Dummy is a game 206-803-ROCK.
I kind of forget that Minnesota went to him and just couldn't win him.
I think a lot of people have, and then when you bring it up, you realize who the Vikings fans are. And
The problem with Minnesota's problem back then was they were an amazing defensive team, but they could not put up any points.
Right.
Fran Tarkenton had moments.
Yeah.
But they just...
scrambling.
They had the green, purple people eaters or whatever, the purple people, whatever they were.
Purple people eaters. Yeah.
Alan Page.
So again, is it a people eater that is purple, or is it a monster that only eats purple people? You just say a purple people eater. I go, okay, am I worried about a purple monster that's going to eat me?
They're wearing purple
I know
and
the
eating
Vikings
people.
were.
Oh.
I'm just saying the original, nursery rhyme, whatever it is. Is it a purple people eater? Or I
think there are people that are purple that eat people.
You think they're purple people that eat other people?
Correct.
The purple people eater? No one's ever definitively given me an answer to that. And I don't know why that bugs me. Hello, Matt. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, fellows.
Hola.
Matty on Team Sober, Team Not Sober.
Well, I tell you what, man, I've been a couple years without calling, but I'm back under the same bridge drinking tequila. So I am, I guess, Team Not Sober.
Okay, I won't ask any questions, Matt.
The fact that it took you long to answer, not sober, is definitively the answer. Hey, think about what I've done here.
Came over, called me on the phone, I talked about it for a while, and I went down to old QFC, picked up food, and went up to CVS. See one last time. Bon Jovi, Aerosmith, Rush, or Hall & Oates?
Well, I mean, I got a couple of questions. Which one do you think got the best ladies at the show? I tell you what, maybe it's going to be Bon Jovi.
Probably Boomhauer.
Definitely not Rush.
He said ladies, plural.
Guys at that show.
Okay. All right. Hey, Matt, could you do us a favor? Could you get off speakerphone? We're having a hard time hearing you. Thank you, bro.
You got it. You got it.
Thank you.
Is that better?
No, not really. It sounds exactly the same.
Well, he is
to me.
under a bridge.
All right, Matt, here is your question. 3 NFL teams have never had the first overall pick in the NFL draft. The Denver Broncos, your Seattle Seahawks, and what other franchise?
The Browns?
They have them all the time.
So the Browns may have more
Baltimore
than
Ravens.
Baltimore Ravens. Yep. That is correct.
Oh.
Although,
could be your year.
They're tracking for this year, baby.
I haven't even.
Let's go.
I haven't even looked at my draft board yet.
Jesus. All right, your question. What type of animal is a wahoo?
Do they sell it at Burger King?
I have no idea. I don't believe so.
It sounds like an Oahu with cheese. Let's go with the bird.
It's a fish. And a wahoo with cheese. What do you imagine the wahoo with cheese?
I'd order one.
You would just, no idea what it is. You just go like, give me the wahoo with cheese.
Yeah.
All right.
It might not be good. Probably won't.
It might not. All right. Your question. How many chambers does the human heart have?
3.
4.
Hey, if you only got 3, I think something's wrong.
There's definitively something wrong if you only have 3. All right, your question, Matt. Fat Tuesday is another name for what celebration?
The season finale of The Biggest Loser.
No, it's a holiday.
That's kind of clever. No, that would be Mardi Gras.
All right.
Yeah.
That's it.
Ooh, that was a nice spin.
Don't pat yourself on the back.
Somebody's got to.
All right, your question. What was the first major console video game that allowed the video game to be saved?
I want to say, was it was one of the James Bond, right?
It was not. It's more of a fantasy.
Okay.
The console or the game?
This was the first game that could be saved on the console.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you're talking fantasy, what about Final Fantasy?
Was it Grand Theft Auto?
Not fantasy, but Zelda.
It was Zelda.
Yep.
I almost said Zelda.
Why did he?
No, you didn't, Ted.
Well, I didn't. I almost said it.
All right, your question. Reginald Kenneth Dwight is better known as what musical artist?
Reginald Kenneth Dwight, RKD.
He's been around for a hot minute. Still alive, been making
Just
music
kind
for...
of like retired.
Did he?
He did a farewell tour.
Right. Had a biopic made of him.
He did have a biopic made of him.
He's the guy that wrote all the music. He had a partner that wrote all the lyrics for him.
He's got a stage name that sounds like somebody's actual name, but it's not his. Like it's not a Sting or a Seal or something like that.
You really don't know?
I don't know if that's necessarily helpful. Can you give me a genre?
Technically it was rock at the time, but he had a album called Live at Shea. I'm not going to give you any others because you would know them.
Very glitz and glamour outfits that he would wear.
Yes. Madman Across the Water.
Oh.
Goodbye, Yellow Brick Road.
Yeah, big sunglasses guy. Or just really any kind of glasses.
Flair.
Dang.
I said it wasn't Sting.
Elton John.
Question 7.
But I said he sat on the piano. You think he would have said Billy Joel?
Probably. All right, your question. What is the NATO phonetic alphabet word for the letter E? E.
That's the hint.
What's that?
I really hope that I don't get this one wrong because I'm pretty confident about it. So let me just say, fellas, thank you for doing a good job at your show and keeping us all entertained for all the years. But I do believe that is Echo.
Oh, look at that.
Babe Ruth called the shot.
I thought we were going to talk to him for the rest of the show.
Ernie. Game is Big Dummy, 206-803-ROCK.
Ernie.
Hello, Lacey. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, guys.
Hola. Lacey, are you sober or not sober?
Not sober.
Okay. Lacey, welcome to Big Dummy. Okay, you're going to see a band one last time. You taking Bon Jovi, Aerosmith, Rush, or Hall & Oates?
I mean, I guess Bon Jovi.
Bon Jovi
I'm really
for
excited
Lacey.
about any of them.
All right.
Who would you go see then? You said you're not excited about any of them?
No, you guys will make fun of me.
Why?
Well, how old are you?
Absolutely tell us. I want to make fun of you.
I'm 43.
All right.
43.
All right.
Let's see. So it's like the Bon Jovi, Aerosmith, a little too old for you? How are we trying to...
What are you looking at? New Kids, Backstreet? You in one of those bands?
Actually, what I was thinking was Ed Sheeran.
All right.
Ed Sheeran kicks ass. I love Ed Sheeran.
There's a reason the guy sells out.
There's something about him I like, and I don't think it's the music. I don't dislike his music. His music does not move me one way or another, but there's something about him as a human being where I'm like, I like this dude.
I'm full on Ed Sheeran guy.
You got my back, Ted.
Yeah, like you ever seen that video of him just sitting in the studio and like he's like rapping, then he's singing, and you're just like, oh my god, he can do whatever he wants.
Would you sleep with Ed Sheeran if he invited you backstage?
Yes.
I was asking Lacey, Ted, but thank you.
Well, we're both married, so I'm going to say no.
But if you weren't both married.
I'm still going to say no.
Lacey, even Slug, I said yes. I'm not even.
Why not?
kidding.
You don't like the fire down below?
I don't know.
Googly
I don't know.
eye. He's not a looker, okay? This is a guy who truly has made it on his talent. You cannot say, dude, he slept his way to the top. He did not.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, your question. Which toy maker produces the Ouija board?
Oh, let's go with Parker Brothers.
Hasbro?
Hasbro.
Is it Hasbro?
It is Hasbro.
Okay.
He's got a new song out where I think it's like a word in like Indian or I don't even know what he's.
His latest album is very heavily India inspired.
Does that mean there's like a lot of sitar going on in the background?
Yes.
So like a Ravi Shankar kind of deal?
I don't know who that is.
I see.
It's a great song though.
Don't you feel great about
I have no idea what he's talking about, but I'm like, I'm down with it, Ed.
Like Corner Shop? I don't know.
All right, your question. Who turned all he touched to gold?
Midas.
Nice job. Nice job.
The muffler guy?
Yes, the muffler guy.
He sure did.
Everything he touched. What was his whole story? Anything bad happened to him, or was that? I feel like anytime there's all these like legendary kind of stories, something tragic ends up happening.
We can't be with anyone.
But okay. All right. Now I know this is technicality. I am King Midas. All I touch turns to gold.
You touch your penis?
But I want a mouth hug. Now, technically, I'm not touching her. She has chosen to touch me. But does her head end up turning like to gold?
Everything you touch turns to gold.
This is not going to shock you. It does not end well. King Midas is granted a wish by the god Dionysus that everything he touches turns to gold. He soon realizes his folly when his food and his daughter become gold. He begs the god to take the power away. He's told to wash in the river Pactolus.
Yeah, of course.
Removes the curse, restoring his daughter and his belongings and teaching him a lesson about the dangers of greed.
All right, Miles, I'm going to give you one guess, and I bet you're going to track me. What do you think is the first thing that turned to gold when Midas got this power?
His penis.
His penis. There's no doubt about it, man.
I used to go to Midas all the time, Ted. I got my car undercoated there. You know, they do muffler work. They do all kinds of stuff.
My Vinky was a key.
You're right, though. Can you imagine just going to take it? It's like, oh, damn it, I forgot I'm turning everything into
Flipped
gold.
to take a leak, and now my penis is gold.
Damn it.
More Big Dummy coming up, 206-803-ROCK.
This
said beam, and I lost, and I went and went down, as you can imagine, and actually had to have one removed.
What?
And have been worked out, and have had many stories bred from that situation.
At 10 years old.
10 years old.
Now,
yeah,
how
I
long
wasn't that attached to it.
Was that more traumatic or less traumatic? Because you know you have one, you know you care about it, but you don't know
its special
you
purpose.
don't know everything that
Yes.
it's capable of yet. So
100%. That's exactly what I tell people. Actually, is like I wasn't that attached to it yet. It wasn't that big of a deal to me at that time. I didn't realize until really high school that, having just...
Yeah, I mean, look, when you're a kid, you just say, hey, you might as well cut your arm. You go, oh, my God, this thing happened. As an adult, you're like, no. It is so much more than the physical part. Now.
Is one side of your boys down there looking like a flappy piece of chicken skin?
I think they did a pretty good job.
Did they put in a fake ping pong ball or anything?
The other one, is grown. Yeah, the other one, like basically took the place, I guess, of the other one. So, I don't have to have, testosterone replacement or
All right,
anything.
now, let me ask you this, though. So you're 10 years old, you hit the balance beam. Obviously, you've crushed your satchel. How long does it take for people to reach the conclusion that you need to go to the hospital? Because you guys get hit in the junk all the time. So how long were they like, oh, my God, man?
There was it was a long time in the nurse's office. I remember them arguing amongst themselves as to, I just wanted to take my pants down and show them what was wrong.
Look at it. So wait, did they not let you do that?
Correct. Not at first. Yeah.
Okay.
It took quite a few minutes to get to that point, and then immediately at that point it was like, call an ambulance.
Oh, damn. So as soon you had to convince them to let them actually look, and then as soon as you showed them the evidence, they're like, "Dear God, Get this boy an ambulance.
There's something.
I wasn't convincing them, or anything, but like they were like physically stopping me. I was just like, I was trying to just.
Sure, that's a bad look.
Yeah, I don't care. Just look.
But what did it look like that they? I mean, was it swollen? Was it bleeding? Was something blowing out of there, or what?
Yeah, it was basically ruptured. At that point, it was swollen, and yeah.
When you hurt yourself down there, like I had a bad situation.
You look better today than you did yesterday, brother.
Yeah, I was dragging a little bit.
Your eyes were like half closed through the whole show. I'm just like, God damn, man. I know you had a good time in Austin, but I'm like, it shows.
Yeah.
You look like one of those Charlie Brown characters when they draw the tired lines under the eyes.
Yeah.
Like, that is precisely what you looked. I'm surprised you made it through the show. I was like, it's just going to pass
out. I spent
the
bulk of Monday just in airports and airplanes.
Yeah.
That's a long day.
It is. But we
That's
got
a
it
long
done.
day.
Well, wait a minute. So you flew from Austin back to Seattle, but what route did they take you from Austin to
I was
Seattle?
supposed to go Denver to San Jose, then here. But luckily, Denver, I stayed there an extra hour and just got a direct back here.
All right.
So it went not too bad.
Denver's the airport where they thought you were what, smuggling bombs? What were you doing? Why'd they swab your hand?
I don't remember. Was that Denver?
Yeah, it was Denver.
I don't know, but the TSA came up. I had never had this experience, and a lady walked up. Hi, sir. How are you? So, I'm great. How are you, man? And she's like, can I swab your hand? I was like, for what? She's like, I just need to swab your hand. I get it. They're doing the federal thing. But then again, as your average citizen, I'm just like, yeah, but why?
Because you looked like a terrorist at that point.
She said, we're swabbing your hand for bomb-making materials. And so my response, and remember, they don't have a sense of humor, but I was like, oh, thank God, I thought you were swabbing for drugs. And then there's just this hard look from like 4 or 5 TSA agents. Like, I'm not kidding, but seriously. Like, okay.
They did swab my mom once.
They swabbed your mom for bomb-making materials.
She looks like a terrorist.
Your mom.
In the line, it's the same thing. I was like, I'm glad you're keeping her in line. And they did not find that funny.
I mean, look,
they were like, we have to do this to every number of passengers. I was like, oh, no, she's definitely doing something bad. And the guy was like, stop.
It'd be like, look at her. I would say, and look, I know you can't judge a book by its cover, but with your mom, you can.
Right. Yeah.
I would use her as a drug mule.
That's what I thought they were swabbing her for.
Because the truth is, I don't think she would do it voluntarily, but I am convinced that this sweet old lady would have no idea that I packed her suitcase full of cocaine.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just powdered sugar, lady. You're fine. That's very sweet. Yeah.
And today on the question, we're going to talk about your downstairs area. And one thing we know for a fact, and we've talked about this for many years, is that when something goes wrong down there, there is an immediate, urgent reaction to the situation.
Always.
I've seen people that have what looks to be an alien growing out of the top of their stomach. They've had that hiatal hernia for 6 months, a year, 2 years. It keeps growing out.
Don't care.
They don't care.
Nope.
As long as it doesn't affect their downstairs, if there's no pain, they just don't care. They'll have the bump. It'll start growing. I swear to God, it looks like a penis growing out the top of your stomach.
That's something you're willing to wait out.
Yeah.
If it's on your junk. I mean, look at soccer, right? You can take a penalty kick, whatever it is. The only thing soccer players cover is their junk.
Oh, of course.
You don't want to get hit in the face by a soccer ball either. But given the choice, because you could go out there and cover your face, right? But given the choice of where the ball might go.
Well, you wouldn't be able to see where the ball goes.
It doesn't matter. 100, that is not why they're not covering their face. 100% of them cover their junk. And to me, that's very telling.
Right. And sometimes it's a medical issue.
Yeah.
That you've had. Other times it's just an accident, or as we will say in the question today, or other.
Yeah.
But something happened down there that made you go, oh, man, this is not normal. This is not right.
This is urgent. This is important to me.
And I know a lot of close family members that have been through those issues before, just that I've had to deal with and other people have had to deal with.
Sure.
But it's kind of crazy when I think a lot of it has to just do with pain. And I think for whatever reason, in that area down there, man, if you have pain, it's just more painful. It's more nagging. It is different than other pains that you have.
No other pain feels like that pain.
Exactly.
There's two things that feel different. Stubbing your toe and anything going on with your jaw.
But that'll go away. I mean, yes, you might have a purple toe by the time it's all done. But the pain necessarily, every once in a while, if you step wrong, whatever, during the healing process. But when something's going on down there, whether it's every time you use the bathroom, anytime you go to bed, if you're a guy and you have your nighttime things where something's going on down there, you get a little excited, the pain will come and wake you up depending on the situation.
I think even more than pain, man, is the appearance, right? Because you might not sense anything is wrong with your genitalia, but you go to take a shower, glance in the mirror. If you see anything quote unquote askew, I think you go into more in panic mode than, like, Ted, you went to the doctor because you had a hair bump on your inner thigh.
It was right here.
But you did not know it was a hair bump.
Correct. And Miles isn't wrong. I literally at the same time had a hiatal hernia.
But you weren't.
But you didn't have one that was not visible.
Right, but I could feel it. I knew I was going to have surgery on it. But then I had what I didn't know what it was. It was just this awful red bump that kept growing, like right
infected
above.
hair, more than likely.
Yeah,
right. But same thing. You're right. That one. Before I even checked on the hernia, I went to a clinic and was just walked in, and it was like a. I was just like, I need to get this checked.
Yeah, right. Well, every time you touch those things, you get a sharp pain.
Yeah,
correct.
So you don't know, is this like the beginning of herpes? But herpes is also a sharp.
But if it were anywhere else on your body, you could still say maybe it's herpes. But if it's on your wrist, you don't care. If it's near your junk, it is panic mode.
Yeah.
Hence,
right, like
keep
I've
the
had
hernia,
a cyst
get rid of the bump.
Right in the center of my chest, right?
Yeah.
And same thing. Like I woke up one day and it was massive, right? Kind of like the one you get on your butt.
On my ass, yeah.
And I was like, this is really awful. I didn't tell a soul.
Right.
And still waited 2 days.
Yeah.
But the same thing when it happened near my junk, I was like, going to the clinic, got to see what's going on.
Same thing on my ass. Like, I don't really tell anyone, but there's a point, and I believe it was you, Ted, like, bro, you're just not sitting normal. And that's when I said, I got this thing on my ass. It hurts so bad. But again, I waited, I think, 4 days before I finally went to the doctor.
Yeah.
Had it been in the different part of my mid-anatomy, I'd have been in the hospital that day.
Right.
I would have called out from work, man. Like, I'm not coming in. There's something growing on my D.
And depending on, most of the time when stuff like this goes on, you try to keep it as in-house as possible.
Yes.
And you try not to tell anybody. But we do a radio show, and we do speak.
99.9 KISW. The shenanigans continue. This is the Men's Room with Miles and Thrill.
Don't forget, tomorrow at 8:05, your chance to win tickets to see Rush with the Daily Migs Morning Show. 8:05 tomorrow. In the meantime, the game is Big Dummy, 206-803-ROCK.
Seems like a reason to rush to get up, Miles.
Hello, Julie. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, guys.
Hola. Julie, are you sober or not sober?
Well,
Not
what
sober.
are your rules? Not sober.
Well.
Okay, you're going to see a band one last time. Jules, are you going to take Bon Jovi, Aerosmith, Rush, or Hall & Oates?
I'm doing Aerosmith.
Aerosmith. Okay.
What song are you hoping they perform the most?
I don't know. Don't care. Just want to see them.
All right, my plan with Aerosmith is simply this, all right? They're out there playing. They're killing it. They're going to do a great job. I know that. And I want to get a beer. And I go, when do I go? And they say, hey, man, this next one's from the Armageddon soundtrack. That's when I go get a beer.
Oh,
I don't want to
yeah,
miss the
that's
thing.
for sure.
Well, you're not going to miss that then, are you?
Well, I don't want to miss the thing or Angel. Which one of those do you go to the beer line? Because I don't want to have to sit through either.
Oh, I'm not skipping those songs.
Really? Are you being serious?
I'm dead serious. But Angel was that CD was massive.
It was
when I was like in high school.
I get it. Yeah. Just saying.
I think.
I guess I'll go to the beer line for one of them and maybe go to the bathroom on the other. That's all.
Yeah.
How about Falling in Love is Hard on the Knees?
Anyone want another beer? Yeah.
Damn, man.
That's from Aerosmith.
Yeah. Of course it is. All right, Julie, here is your question. What does JPEG stand for in the computer world?
Oh, God.
Mm-hmm.
JPEG?
JPEG.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know either. I mean, that's just it.
I don't know. I really don't.
Yeah,
I can't even think of anything.
You got any guesses there, Mike? You're probably the most computer-savvy person in the room. So you get a JPEG, right? We've all deal with JPEGs. And then you go, what in the hell does a JPEG? I know what it is, but what does it mean?
Java?
No.
Java. That's what I was just
No,
thinking.
that's not it. It
No,
is
you
Joint Photographic Experts Group.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
That's the problem is that that kind of lingo I'm terrible with when it comes to computers.
JPEG. All right. Your question. Including Malcolm, how many siblings were featured on the TV show Malcolm in the Middle?
I think it's just the three of them.
Is it 5? It's 5. Yeah, I thought it was 3 as well. It is 5, yeah. So it was Francis, Reese, then Malcolm in the middle, followed by Dewey, and then Jamie.
Ted reasonably went from 3 to 4, but I was about to do the same thing. He's Malcolm in the middle, so he has to be the middle child. So now it has to be an odd number.
Why do we all think it's 3? Like, I thought it was 3. Julie thought it was 3.
I
you
never
thought it
watched-
was 3. Ted, you thought it was 3.
I really only remember him, the brother above him, and Dewey.
Right. Yeah, I never watched the show, but I just, from the clips that I've seen, I remember just 3 kids that I...
We forget about Reese and Jamie. Yeah, they were there.
Huh.
All right, your question. Crepuscular animals. Crepuscular animals, they're active during what 2 parts of the day? Think of like a shark.
Breakfast time and lunchtime.
Well, I have to say morning and night.
Can you be a little more specific?
Does it have to do with the sun, maybe?
Basically.
Yeah, like, so maybe sunrise and sunset? I don't know.
Judges, what do you think? Sunrise, sunset, or is it...
Something more technical.
It is dusk and dawn, basically.
Oh, dusk. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, but you're tracking. You're tracking. All right, your question. In 1980, Mark David Chapman became famous for murdering what musician?
Oh, John Lennon.
All right, nice job, Julie.
Well done, Julie. Well done.
Game is Big Dummy 206-803 Rock.
Big Dummy!
Hello, Andrea. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Hola. Andrea, are you sober or not sober?
I'm not sober.
Okay, you don't sound happy about that. Okay, then.
I'm making cinnamon rolls.
I bet you are.
Oh, that sounds good.
I wonder why that popped in your head all of a sudden. Hey.
Yeah, you can go for some cinnamon rolls.
Literally what I'm doing.
It's a 3:30 on cinnamon rolls.
And I'm going to make them, yeah.
Andrea, you're going to see a band for one last time. You taking Bon Jovi, Aerosmith, Rush, or Hall & Oates?
Aerosmith?
Aerosmith it is.
All right.
All right.
All right, Andrea, your question. Which Kardashian sibling is the oldest?
Robert.
Courtney.
You say, how do you know that?
Gosh, you're right.
The Kardashians.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, there was, the Jenner ones. Like, I just know they're younger. And
They're
all the
much
rest are the
younger.
same to me.
And, like, for whatever reason, like...
Courtney Kim and who's the
Is
other?
Courtney the one that dating
Chloe.
or married to the guy from Blink-182?
Yes,
That's-
Travis Barker.
Okay, Travis Barker.
Yeah.
That's Courtney.
And then the next one was OJ's kid, right?
What was her name?
Kendall?
No, Kendall's
No,
one of the
Chloe.
younger. Chloe.
I thought
All right.
Chloe was younger than Kim.
Hang on.
I truly have no idea.
I'm glad we don't know.
I'm very glad I
Well,
don't
Kim
know.
was the one we knew, and then when the show
Right.
came out, like for people like me, I was like, "Who is Courtney?"
Mm-hmm.
From oldest to youngest is Kayla, Chris, Courtney, Kim, Chloe, Rob, Kendall, and Kylie.
I like that Rob's in there.
Hello.
Well, everyone else has a K name. They're like, Rob. They couldn't even be Kevin or Ken or anything. They're like, nah, he's a
Kyle.
boy. F him. All right, your question. The CN Tower is located in what city?
The what?
CN Tower. The letters. The CN Tower is located in what city?
Charlie November.
Like CNPN?
Is it in the U.S.?
It is in the fine country of Canada.
Oh.
Yeah, it's Canada.
Oh, it's not where I'm thinking of.
Let's go with Quebec.
No, a city.
There's Quebec City.
Quebec City.
Oh, Montreal.
Yeah.
Not Montreal. It is in Toronto. And what tower were you thinking, Miles?
For some reason, I thought that was the new name of the Chicago Tower, Sears Tower.
The Sears Tower is not the what you talking about, Willis Tower.
Oh, the Willis Tower. That's right.
The what you talking about,
Nobody
Willis
wants to
Tower.
think about Toronto.
Yeah, I know. Look, I wrote the question before the series ended, all right? Just to be fair. Because even when I saw it, I'm like, nobody wants to hear this right now.
That's a big basis of that stupid movie, Canadian Bacon. So they're going to invade Canada, and they're like, we're going to the capital. But they keep going to Toronto. And finally, they're like, it's Ottawa.
All right, your question. A tetrapod is a creature with how many feet?
10?
Yes, the average 10-footed animal that's out there.
Was it insect?
That would be 4.
Oh, 4.
A horse, an elephant.
Oh.
What animal are you thinking of that has 10 feet? I'm just curious. I know you're making cinnamon rolls, and we know why, but I'm just imagining what.
I was just thinking like a caterpillar, or like not a caterpillar, but a
Like a millipede or something?
You know?
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
A decapede.
About first thing, I just pictured like a horse of 10 feet. Like, what the hell?
Nay.
All right. Your question. Both the Navy and Marine Medals of Honor were established during which war?
The Civil War?
Boom.
Nice job.
All right.
All right, Andre.
done.
Very good. Very good.
Get back to being high.
Yeah, enjoy your cinnamon rolls.
Go have fun, man.
Game is Big Dummy 206-803-ROCK.
That's like the way you're like CN Tower. The what?
I know.
Ha! It seemed like you shocked her.
Yeah, I know. I was like, did I say something to offend her? I just said CN Tower. Hello, Matt. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, Bacholas.
Hola. Matty on Team Sober or Team Not Sober?
Team Sober.
All right, Matt, welcome to Big Dummy. Okay, our men's room poll, you're going to see a band one last time. You check it out, Bon Jovi, Aerosmith, Rush, or Hall & Oates?
We'll go Aerosmith.
Aerosmith.
Wow, they're cleaning
This
up
is going to
today.
crush Taryn Daly.
Oh, that Rush show would be plenty crowded.
Oh, I
And
know they'll be sold out.
everyone there. Like I said, there'll be two women. One will be the drummer, one is Taryn. Every other person there will have on black jeans, black chucks, a black T-shirt.
Oftentimes white.
Their hair, always white shoes, and their hair pulled back in a ponytail.
But all of them in a Rush T-shirt.
Every single one of them.
The last show that we went to, we did it with Castle. Castle, Taryn, her husband Brad, me, and Ryan.
All right.
I'm wearing a Glenn Campbell T-shirt. Everybody in the meet and greet's got a Rush T-shirt on.
Of
all right?
course.
Yep.
And I walk up and Getty goes, Glenn Campbell, huh? And I went, yeah, Glenn Campbell. He's like, okay. I was like, he was like offended that I had another band's T-shirt.
Because it's Rush, and he understands. In his
No, I know.
world, it's like if you go to a Seahawks game, unless you're visiting from the other team,
Yeah.
everyone wears a
Now,
Hawks
Alex
jersey.
was the coolest guy in the
But
world.
He doesn't care.
No, he was fun.
Yeah.
He was
I
like,
think
oh,
that rule, like Rush fans, that's the first band I noticed that they
More
all
than
do it.
any band
But
I've
I feel
seen.
like that rule's kind of gone by the wayside. People wear shirts of the band all the time.
Which to me, 'cause people used to make fun of it. Like, well, why do you wear your team jersey to the sporting event?
Right.
You're going to go see this thing that you're honoring on your shirt. Metallica's pretty bad with that too, man. Everyone rolls in a Metallica shirt, no doubt about it. But to be fair, Metallica has cooler shirts than Rush.
Well, I like that Pastor of Muppets shirt I saw the last
That is
show.
so awesome.
With
Yeah.
Kermit up there.
All right, here's your question.
That is a cool shirt.
What cartoon character did its creator kill in 2017 after it became associated with the white nationalist movement? Mm-hmm. No, I know you know.
Come on.
So they killed a cartoon.
So he created a cartoon character, and against his will, got appropriated by the white nationalist movement. So he said, "Look, I'm done with this."
Is this like a television cartoon or like a cartoon in the Sunday?
Don't act like you don't know, Miles. We talk about him all the time.
I know you're playing.
Don't try to save it, Ted.
It's the tattoo on your back, Miles.
I really don't know who this is. No, it's just Richard Nixon.
Is it a really bad drawing of a cartoon?
What's that?
Is it a really bad drawing cartoon that I'm thinking of?
I mean, depending
I think
on
it
your
kind of sucks,
perspective.
but yeah.
Okay.
It used to be very funny.
Two I'm thinking of, it was never funny for me.
All right, Matt, what's your guess?
Don't have one. What tattoo you got on your back, Miles?
Richard Nixon. Is it Dilbert?
No, it's Pepe the Frog.
Pepe the Frog.
I should have answered that quickly if you guys didn't know.
Who's Pepe the Frog?
He's the one who said your back tattoo.
Oh.
I like how Miles tries to play it off.
Who's this guy?
Yeah.
Who is this?
Yeah.
Pee-pee
You'll
the
recognize
frog?
him. You're right. Pee-pee the frog. Just want to see if you recognize him. I
Do
think
his
you
legs
recognize
taste good?
him. That dude?
This guy?
Yes.
What did he do?
The white nationalist movement just kind of appropriated
On like
him for
4chan,
his
they
own-
just
yeah.
used him for everything.
okay.
So it became
Dude's
kind of
like, no.
So he started wearing, the white nationalist stuff. There was swastikas all over him. He was wearing the uniforms
Okay.
and stuff
All right.
like that.
Yeah. So the dude's like, this is not what I intended.
Right. And I never got his content, to be fair.
Well, the white nationalists did, Mike.
Yeah, they're known for their funnies.
And being smart. Both of those things. All right, your question.
Tell you what, man, the cookouts are hell.
But they can make some mac and cheese, brother.
Mayonnaise sandwich. Mayonnaise sandwich.
The chicken salad only has raisins.
What did you call Caucasian hot sauce? What was it?
Mayonnaise.
Ranch.
Yeah, mayonnaise.
God damn it.
You told me.
You see them uniforms? Blue jeans and white shirts.
Is that guy that you
Way to
watch
go,
on,
guys.
on the cooking guy? Who you like?
Oh, the Southern dude?
Yeah. Is that what he
dude.
refers to it as?
Hey, dude.
Yeah.
No, I mean,
Okay.
but sometimes you just got to know who you are,
Yeah.
right? It's like, I like mayonnaise. For the record, I feel like I have to say this now. I am not a white nationalist. I just happen to know who Pepe the Frog is.
Sometimes people think you are, though.
And I look like I could come off as one.
What did you say, a brewer or a white nationalist?
Yeah, I look like I work at a brewery, or I could be super racist.
If I'm casting a movie, if those are the two, you would get cast for all. We need a brewer in the background, Ted Europe. We need a white nationalist in the background, Ted Europe.
Right, you just random NFL fan.
You got to pick the head a little bit more often there.
Yeah,
Ted.
you're right.
The stubbly head does not do you any favors.
Yeah. All right, your question. What is the name of the crazy AI computer in the movie 2001: A Space Odyssey?
I believe he's in our office.
Got it. Nice job, man.
I also would have. It is HAL 9000. I also would have accepted Pepe the Frog.
Pepe the Frog.
Game is Big Dummy 206-803 round.
I'm afraid I can't do that, Dave. There's a black man on board.
I'm not letting him onto the space station.
I don't have to take that from you.
Hello, Austin. Welcome to the men's room.
Austin.
Hola.
Hola.
Austin, are you sober or not sober?
Sober.
Okay.
Sober.
All right. Austin, our men's room poll. You're going to see a band one last time. Bon Jovi, Aerosmith, Rush, or Hall & Oates?
Aerosmith.
Aerosmith.
Damn, they are killing it today.
They better get back out on the road. They're going to make some money.
Yeah, it looks that way.
Hey, Chad.
What up?
Have you been watching Chad Powers?
I haven't started watching yet. I need to.
That's the quarterback one?
Yeah.
How is it, man? Is it funny?
Yeah. It's funny. It's good.
Okay.
I talked to somebody the other day. They're like, I'm not even a sports fan, and somehow I've gotten into that show.
Really? Okay.
I think is it a little Ted Lasso-y, I guess?
Probably.
Yeah. It is, yeah. And there's only one more episode next week, and then that's the end of the season.
How many was it? 8 episodes?
5. Yeah.
Damn. 5 episodes. That's a season. All right.
Might be 6, something like that.
It's amazing to me how short seasons can be now. All right, your question. What physical property of a diamond do carats measure? So you say, well, it's 3 carats. What the hell are they talking about?
Can you repeat that one more time?
What physical property of a diamond do carats measure?
The clarity?
Wait. Mass. Which was news to me. Because it occurred, it's an 8-carat diamond. I know that probably means it's expensive, but also I'm like, what does that mean? Why does it matter? So yeah, mass. I like a woman with a 4-carat
I went to
ass.
the Diamond Museum. That was actually fascinating.
South Africa?
Yeah.
And what was the fascinating part? Like, what did you find out?
There's one.
Well, the reason that guy and those the guys that went into the Louvre did not steal that one diamond is because it's cursed. And it's one of the biggest and most precious diamonds in the world. They could have grabbed that thing, but everybody who's tried to steal it or put their hands on it or has owned it or has wore it has died.
No
Really?
way.
Yes.
So you think these guys are like,
Just
nope.
crazy stuff like that. Where you're just like, you're looking at diamonds and there's a story behind it. You're like, ooh.
Would you want that in your museum then?
Well, as long as it's not in someone's individual
As
possession.
long as it's on display. It's for the world to enjoy.
If someone possesses it and owns it, forget about it.
Is that the Hope Diamond?
No, I thought that was a different
It's
one.
got another name to it.
Where did this curse come from? Like, what's the story behind it?
Just the people who owned it.
Okay. They just said, like, look,
they
this
just
is for
started
everyone.
dropping like flies.
And Steve, I'm mostly with you that that's a crazy thing. However, if everybody who's owned this thing has just died, like, is it crazy?
I mean, that's the thing. Look, it might not have anything to do with the curse, but circumstantial evidence says, look, all I can tell you is that everyone that owned it died.
100%
Is it the
of the
diamond?
people.
Don't know.
Right.
But they all died.
You know what, Ted? It might be either that or the
I didn't
Stacy
think
diamond.
I thought the Hope Diamond was somewhere else. I don't know enough
well,
about
no, I think it was. I think it's in the Louvre. I think it's in the Louvre.
Really? Huh.
Hang on, I'll find it. Where's the Hope Diamond?
Where is it?
Cursed diamond. Louvre.
Is it the Louvre?
The Hope Diamond is located at the Smithsonian National Museum of
Nope,
Natural
that's not
History
it
in
then.
Washington, D.C.
Ah, okay.
No, that's not it.
That's the next place to rob, Ted. We did the Louvre. Now we're going to Smithsonian.
It's 140 carat.
Oh, the Regent. Regent.
Okay.
Okay.
The Regent diamond.
Just call it the cursed diamond. I mean, that's what I
Because
thought.
all the diamonds that they had there in that museum were replicas of the ones that are on display.
So none of them are real.
Correct.
Which makes sense.
Correct.
Right.
These are fake.
Or they want you to think that.
You know, that's a good point, Ted. They're like, all of these are replicas.
Ted, you're not gonna believe- this museum, all right, was a lot like IKEA in a weird way. except for when you get to the end and you open these dark doors.
South African meatballs.
You go through. Well, no, you go through. You go through this corridor that looks like a mining tunnel with trusses.
All right.
And like rocks on the side, and there's 2 black double doors, and you push it open, and you walk into a Zales.
Oh, for real?
Oh, I swear to God, it's not a Zales. It is an actual
Would you like this?
diamond store, and everybody's got a chick on their arm, just like, oh, you're screwed. They have set you up, and guess what else they have? Champagne.
Oh, of course.
Waiters. Would you like a drink?
Would you like a
How
Chris
many
Diamond?
beers do you want to put down in a half an hour period while we take your lovely woman around, show her the crap? My daughter's just looking at everything. Dad, give me this. I'm like, I'm not your freaking husband. That's what a husband buys,
Right.
Not a dad.
Dads
don't buy daughters diamonds.
Nope. All right. Austin, your question. Prague is the capital of what country?
Czech Republic.
Good job. Very good.
I'm doing a cross check. Motion.
okay.
Czech Republic.
Pepe
job,
the
Tim.
Prague.
More of.
You look better today than you did yesterday, brother.
Yeah, I was dragging a little bit.
Your eyes were like half closed through the whole show. I'm just like, God damn, man. I know you had a good time in Austin, but I'm like, it shows.
Yeah.
You look like one of those Charlie Brown characters when they draw the tired lines under the eyes.
Yeah.
Like that is precisely what you looked. I'm surprised you made it through the show. I was like, it's just going to pass
I spent
out.
the bulk of Monday just in airports and airplanes.
Yeah.
That's a long day.
It is. But
That's
we
a
got it
long
done.
day.
Well, wait a minute. So you flew from Austin back to Seattle, but what route did they take you from Austin to
I was supposed to go Denver to San Jose, then here. But luckily, Denver, I stayed there an extra hour and just got a direct back here.
All right.
So it went not too bad.
Denver's the airport where they thought you were what, smuggling bombs? What were you doing? Why'd they swab your hand?
I don't remember. Was that Denver?
Yeah, it was Denver.
I don't know, but the TSA came up. I had never had this experience, and a lady walked up. Hi, sir. How are you? So, I'm great. How are you, man? And she's like, can I swab your hand? I was like, for what? She's like, I just need to swab your hand. I get it. They're doing the federal thing. But then again, as your average citizen, I'm just like, yeah, but why?
Because you looked like a terrorist at that point.
She said, we're swabbing your hand for bomb-making materials. And so my response, and remember, they don't have a sense of humor, but I was like, oh, thank God, I thought you were swabbing for drugs. And then there's just this hard look from like 4 or 5 TSA agents. Like, I'm not kidding, but seriously, like, okay.
They did swab my mom once.
They swabbed your mom for bomb-making materials.
She looks like a terrorist.
Your mom.
I know. In the line, it's the same thing. I was like, I'm glad you're keeping her in line. And they did not find that funny.
I mean, look,
They were
man.
like, we have to do this to every number of passengers. I was like, oh, no, she's definitely doing something bad. And the guy was like, stop.
It'd be like, look at her. I would say, and look, I know you can't judge a book by its cover, but with your mom, you can.
Right. Yeah.
I would use her as a drug mule.
That's what I thought they were swabbing her for.
Because the truth is, I don't think she would do it voluntarily, but I am convinced that this sweet old lady would have no idea that I packed her suitcase full of cocaine.
Yeah.
That's just powdered sugar, lady. You're
That's right.
fine.
That's
That's
right.
very sweet. Yeah.
And today on the question, we're going to talk about your downstairs area. And one thing we know for a fact, and we've talked about this for many years, is that when something goes wrong down there, there is an immediate, urgent reaction to the situation.
Always.
I've seen people that have what looks to be an alien growing out of the top of their stomach. They've had that hiatal hernia for 6 months, a year, 2 years. It keeps growing out.
Don't care.
They don't care.
Nope.
As long as it doesn't affect their downstairs, if there's no pain, they just don't care. They'll have the bump. It'll start growing. I swear to God, it looks like a penis growing out the top of your stomach.
That's something you're willing to weigh down.
Yeah.
If it's on your junk. I mean, look at soccer, right? You can take the penalty kick, whatever it is. Right? The only thing soccer players cover is their junk.
Oh, of course.
You don't want to get hit in the face by a soccer ball either. But given the choice, because you could go out there and cover your face, right? But given the choice of where the ball might go.
Well, you wouldn't be able to see where the ball goes.
It doesn't matter. 100, that is not why they're not covering their face. 100% of them cover their junk. And to me, that's very telling.
Right. And sometimes it's a medical issue.
Yeah.
That you've had. Other times it's just an accident, or as we will say in the question today, or other.
Or other, yeah.
But something happened down there that made you go, oh, man, this is not normal. This is not right.
This is urgent. This is important to me.
And I know a lot of close family members that have been through those issues before, just that I've had to deal with, that other people have had to deal with.
Sure.
But it's kind of crazy when I think a lot of it has to just do with pain. And I think for whatever reason, in that area down there, man, if you have pain, it's just more painful. It's more nagging. It is different than other pains that you have.
No other pain feels like that pain.
Exactly.
There's
you
two
could have
things that feel different. Stubbing your toe and anything going on with your jaw.
But that'll go away. I mean, yes, you might have a purple toe by the time it's all done. But the pain necessarily, every once in a while, if you step wrong, whatever, during the healing process. But when something's going on down there, whether it's every time you use the bathroom, anytime you go to bed, if you're a guy and you have your nighttime things where something's going on down there, you get a little excited, the pain will come and wake you up depending on the situation.
I think even more than pain, man, is the appearance, right? Because you might not sense anything is wrong with your genitalia. But you go to take a shower, glance in the mirror, if you see anything, quote unquote, askew, I think you go into more in panic mode than, like Ted, you went to the doctor because you had a hair bump under your inner thigh.
It was right here.
But you did not know it was a hair bump.
Correct. And Miles isn't wrong. I literally at the same time had a hiatal hernia.
But you weren't.
But you didn't have one that was not visible.
Right, but I could feel it. I knew I was going to have surgery on it. But then I had what I didn't know what it was. It was just this awful red bump that kept growing. Like right
infected
above.
hair, more than likely.
Yeah.
Right, but same thing. You're right. That one, before I even checked on the hernia, I went to a clinic and was just walked in, and it was I was just like, I need to get this checked.
Yeah, right. Well, every time you touch those things, you get a sharp pain.
Yeah.
Correct.
So you don't know, is this like the beginning of herpes? Because herpes is also a sharp
But
pain.
if it were anywhere else on your body, you could still say maybe it's herpes. But if it's on your wrist, you don't care. If it's near your junk, it is panic mode.
Yeah.
Hence,
right, like
keep
I've
the
had
hernia,
a cyst
get rid of the bump.
Right in the center of my chest, right?
Yeah.
And same thing. Like I woke up one day and it was massive, right? Kind of like the one you get on your butt.
On my ass, yeah.
And I was like, this is really awful. I didn't tell a soul.
Right.
And still waited 2 days.
Yeah.
But the same thing when it happened near my junk, I was like, going to the clinic, got to see what's going on.
Sure. Same thing on my ass. Like, I don't really tell anyone, but there's a point, and I believe it was you, Ted, like, bro, you're just not sitting normal. And that's when I said, I got this thing on my ass. It hurts so bad. But again, I waited, I think, 4 days before I finally went to the doctor.
Yeah.
Had it been in the different part of my mid-anatomy, I'd have been in the hospital that day.
Right.
I would have called out from work, man. Like, I'm not coming in. There's something growing on my D.
And depending on, most of the time when stuff like this goes on, you try to keep it as in-house as possible.
Yes.
And you try not to tell anybody. But we do a radio show, and we do speak for a living. So I'll tell the story because it's ridiculous. But I was going through some stuff, and I just had really, really bad anxiety, for probably 3 to 6 months. Just going through some stuff at home, blah, 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 blah. And, I don't think at the time that I knew that I had herpes. Because I never had an outbreak before, right?
Is there any other way to find out?
Well, that's the first time it happened. I did not know that. I did not know that I was.
But like, no one would go to the hospital to say, "Can you see if I have herpes?" I think anyone I know that has herpes, I had the outbreak, and then you.
But I also knew that I'd been with people who had. They told me that they weren't going through an outbreak, so typically it's a little bit more safe. I did use contraception, and everything else, but that doesn't stop herpes.
No,
herpes
doesn't stop herpes.
No, it doesn't. I mean, especially at the base and everything else.
Yeah.
Unless you wrap that whole thing, testes and all,
right.
you're not gonna cover everything where you can get it at the base of everything and everything.
At that point, you're just wearing underwear, man.
So at the time, our general sales manager, we had a thing that we would do where once every month, once every few weeks, we would go out for what we called meat night. And we would sit at the bar.
Yeah.
And we would go to a steakhouse, and we would not order any sides. None. We would drink, and we would get a steak. And that was it. Maybe we get candied bacon or something like that. If they had that on the menu.
Say no potatoes or asparagus? Nothing?
Meat night is meat night. It's right there in the name.
Okay.
Meat night. We would go out and we would get meat. And we had been planning this night for like 2 or 3 weeks. It was in the clear. She's not going out with anybody that night. I've cleared my plans. We got meat night. We're going down to a steakhouse on Westlake.
Going to Thunder from Down Under.
Yeah, we're going to have a good time. And in the morning, I wake up, and I think I was living in Ballard at this time. I was living by myself, and I woke up in the morning. I'm like, something does not feel right.
Uh-huh.
And I get to work, and it's just burning, and I'm like, what in the hell? Because I had not been sexually active.
Yeah.
So I knew it wasn't something that I just got. So this is something that's completely different because I know damn well.
Now for something
Trust me,
completely different.
I know I hadn't been laid. It was on my mind. It was bothering me. And I come into work, man, and she's like, "You ready for meet night? Ready for meet night?" I'm like, yeah. So we get on the air. We're in the middle of the show, and now it's just fire. I mean, it is fire. So I called the outpatient clinic. I think there's one in Queen Anne that I could get into, like at 6:30, whatever the deal is. And so I walked into her office, and I said, "Hey, man," I said, "I can't do tonight. I just can't do it." And she's like, "Oh, no. You're not doing this to me. No, you better have the best excuse I have ever heard in my life, or we're not canceling this." And I said, "I'm having a herpes outbreak." And she's like, "That is a great excuse." That works. Yeah. We'll do it another night. And I swear to God, so I went to the clinic.
Always live on the free Odyssey app. Text the guys at 206-803-ROCK from the Pinky's Plumbing Studio. You're in the men's room.
Head Chef coming up until 4:30 with the best burgers in Seattle with Ted's Meat and Potatoes right after the game, known as Big Dummy. 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Justin. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, gentlemen.
Hola. Justin, are you sober or not sober?
Sober.
All right. Welcome to Big Dummy.
Don't ever let that stop you, man.
Okay. You're going to see a band for one last time. Are you taking Bon Jovi, Aerosmith, Rush, or Hall & Oates?
I'm going to join this Taryn Daly and go to Rush.
You're going to go to Rush. All right. You should join the Daily Mix Morning Show tomorrow at 8:05. You could win those tickets instead of buy them. Win them before you could buy them. Remember that? That was a radio thing back in the day.
And then it changed to win them while you can still buy them.
That's right. Now we just want you to win them and go. But if you don't go, we'll take the tickets and go ourselves.
Exactly.
It's one of the great things about people not picking up their tickets.
That is a good point. Now, the winner never came forward.
There's four pairs left. Okay, then.
But typically, it's for a band where you understand why they did not come by and pick them up. Just saying.
So what you're saying is digital kind of ruined that.
That's right.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, it's different now, everything, because it's on their phone.
Mm-hmm. I know, man. I don't know why I let that bug me so much, but it just...
I'm with you, because we're old and
Yeah, you know what? You're right, because I'm old. Damn it, give me a paper ticket. All right, Justin, here is your question. What does DC stand for, as in DC Comics?
Oh.
Oh, let's see here. Detective Comics?
What is it?
Detective Comics. Huh. Which makes saying DC Comics a little redundant. Detective Comics.
Yeah, because it's comics.
All right, Justin, here is your one and done question. True or false? Magicians can copyright their magic tricks. True or false?
Ooh. Kind of a D move, but probably true.
It's not. But speaking of a D move, so here's the thing. Magicians cannot copyright their magic tricks. The deal is, if you can figure out how they did it, then you can perform it. That said, speaking of a D move, it's understood among magicians that even if you do figure it out, do not use someone else's trick.
All right.
It's like stealing a joke from comedy.
Jokes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Big Dummy is the game. 206-803-ROCK.
Dummy!
Hello, Kyle. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Kyle, sober or not sober?
Sober.
Sober, Kyle. Welcome to Big Dummy. All right, Kyle, you're going to see a show one last time. You're taking Bon Jovi, Aerosmith, Rush, or Hall & Oates?
Aerosmith.
Aerosmith it is.
Man, oh, man. All right, Kyle, here's your question. Echo. In Canada, the Juno Award is given in what field? Television, movies, music, or stage?
Stage?
It is music.
It is a fact music. Echo.
Echo. Kyle, do you hear that echo in your head?
I do not hear an echo.
Echo.
Maybe one of the crazy ones.
That one's something with our phones, right?
Or his phone. He might be on a Bluetooth or on speaker or something like that, but yeah, it's not his radio or anything.
Stop repeating yourself.
I'm sorry.
All right, your question. Hey.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Echo free. All right, Kyle, your question. What do websites use to remember your preferences?
Is there a monster that loves these?
Mm-hmm.
What do what?
Websites.
What do websites use to remember your preferences?
Oh, cookies.
Baby. Nice job, Kyle. Very good.
I honestly had no idea.
Was he high?
I don't know.
No, he said he was Team Sober.
Okay.
Did you
Because that
know
sounded high.
I don't know what cookies were, but you
That's
click
why
on a
you gotta-
website and
that's
it
why
always
depending
says,
on the website, you
we
might-
use cookies, and I'm like, I don't care because I don't know what it is.
Depending on the website you're at, sometimes you should clear your cookies.
Yes. You should do it on the regular, actually. Now,
Yeah.
you have to re-enter your passwords on the damn time, but
Then it won't happen.
Clear your cookies.
Clear your cookies.
Not toss them.
Hello, Justin. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, bitches.
Hola.
Justin on Team Sober or Team Not Sober?
Like the other Justin on Team Sober, I'm still at work.
All right. Well, hopefully you'll be one and done like he was. Okay, you're going to see a band for the last time.
No
You take 'em
promises.
Bon Jovi, Aerosmith, Rush, or Hall & Oates?
Aerosmith.
Aerosmith.
Good
Killing it
God.
today.
All right, your question. What does the zip and zip code stand for?
Zip and zip code.
Z-I penis. Z-I penis.
Trying to think of what the Z would be.
The Z I know.
Yeah.
You do.
It makes a great deal of sense. Once you hear it, you go, oh, Jesus, yeah, that makes sense. Mm-hmm. Any ideas?
Zone. That's all I got. Zone.
All right, well, you got the first one almost right. Zoning.
Indicator.
No, zoning improvement plan.
Oh.
All right, makes sense when you hear it. Like,
Justin, there was no way you could be one and done on that one, man.
Appreciate the sympathy, Miles.
And Miles just mouthed to me. What an idiot. All right. This question is from our very own Mike Hawk. Which number comes first alphabetically?
Everybody's thinking.
8.
Nice.
Wow.
Nice, Justin.
Yes, indeed.
Great job.
That was based off of a picture that I saw that between the numbers 10 and 100, what is the number that comes first? It's
So
just
10 and
Between
100.
10 and 100?
Right.
Is
That's why I didn't do it because it's
11?
hard to. No, it is not 11. Because 8 is still before 11.
Oh, so 80.
No.
Wait, hold on. So between 10 and 100,
Wait.
what is the first number that comes alphabetically?
Right. And I believe it was 18 is the first one.
That makes sense because 11 has a L, right? Instead of the I. Okay. Well done.
I got a good one you can do to mess with people.
What's that?
Talk about like letters and numbers, what comes afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
So like, what comes after L?
Whoa!
Did you just jab somebody with your elbow?
I'm doing that tonight to my son.
I was gonna say,
I'm doing it to my kids tonight, dude.
You're going to get a phone call from the school, man.
Oh, I know.
Mr. Hill, your son.
Was it the bow thing? Good.
It's from a weird movie where Burt Reynolds befriends a small kid that helped solve crime and turns him into a cop too.
The hell was this movie?
Like 1.5 Cop? That might be the name of it.
Look, man, I believe you. I've just never heard of it. He befriends a child.
Cop and a half.
Cop and a half. Told
Cop
ya.
and a half.
So
Me and my mom used to watch it. It's stupid, but it's kind of
Oh, my
funny.
God.
Hello, Wyatt. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Hola.
Wyatt, are you on Team Sober or Team Not Sober?
We're still working.
All right, Wyatt. Where do you work?
FedEx.
Oh, you do?
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for that, man. All right, Wyatt, you're going to see a band one last time. Bon Jovi, Aerosmith, Rush, or Hall & Oates?
Oh, Aerosmith.
Aerosmith again.
Good God. I don't even know why we have a poll now.
I don't either.
They're crushing it.
They really, really are. All right, Wyatt, your question. How many different falling pieces are there in a game of Tetris?
Ooh. 4?
6,
7.
7.
Over on Twitter, it's pretty tight between Aerosmith and Rush.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Somehow that makes sense to me. All
Some
right.
couple arguing right now.
But I want to see Bon Jovi. Yeah, but I don't want to see women. That's the argument.
Honey, we're going to Rush.
All right, quiet, Wyatt. Here is your question. Brandy is pure distilled what?
No, there's a brand.
Cognac.
Wine.
Wine.
Do you enjoy cognac? You said that like a man who enjoys cognac.
Nah, I'm only 21. I've barely even touched the road of alcohol here.
All right.
right.
What was your first alcoholic beverage legally?
Legally, Corona with lime.
Okay. What was your first alcoholic beverage?
Hang on. Did you like the Corona with lime when you tried it first?
Yes.
Okay. So what was your first alcoholic beverage, period?
That was, I can't remember if it was Malibu or Captain Morgan, something I stole out of my dad's drawer.
Either one of those.
Always rum.
It is, because look, man, rum is it's a little bit sweeter. If you mix it with the right thing, it's palatable. There's a reason why we drink fortified wine when we're younger. It's not that Mad Dog's awesome, but it kind of tastes like orange.
Rum doesn't take away the taste of whatever you mix it with.
Yeah.
And rum usually leads to a good time.
Hell yeah.
For whatever reason, right?
You ever have a rum and Dr. Pepper?
Yeah.
Mind blowing.
No.
Spice rum.
My brother-in-law and I know that you guys hated it, but we loved that Captain Morgan tattoo stuff in Pepsi.
I
Black
just didn't
cherry
like it.
Pepsi, man. It was great.
Write all of these down there, Wyatt. Yeah.
Oh, they don't make the tattoo anymore. Y'all ran it out of town.
It's my fault then.
Yeah.
Good. All right.
I've been on a big whiskey ginger kick.
Okay.
Really? I don't know
love
what
the
it is,
podcast.
man. I don't mind my whiskey getting mixed together.
Do you know
but
why?
I prefer it just straight.
Because you've been on an airplane.
Yeah, that changes your drink game a little bit.
It really does.
Yeah.
Like, I don't drink Tanqueray, but I'll be on a plane and I'm like, they have Tanqueray. I'll tell you what, I'll take a Tanqueray.
Tonic.
Yeah. No reason other than I'm on a plane. All right, your question. What Toyota sports car model had to be renamed the Celica Sports Package in January of 2005?
That's very big.
The hint is January 2000. You're 21, so for you it would be history that happened just as you're born, but
20 years ago.
Very significant event in January of 2005.
January's the big one.
Well, let me rephrase that.
I mean, I only know one Toyota sports car. That's the Supra.
All right. There was a significant event that you probably heard about that happened in December of 2004. Hence, in January, the next month, Toyota said, let's go ahead and change that name.
From Celica?
To Celica.
To Celica, yeah.
I think I know what it is, but I can't believe they ever called it that.
Why not? Because, I mean, other than this one event that happened in December 2004, in my life, I had never heard.
Yep, good call.
Wasn't the Supra?
Not the Supra.
I got no idea here.
Yeah, I mean, based on your
tsunami?
age, the Tsunami.
Oh.
It was called the Toyota Tsunami.
Oh, no
And
way.
December 2004, what happened in Indonesia happened.
Right.
So the next month, Toyota said, let's go ahead and switch that bad boy up.
No kidding.
How that word starts with a T is beyond me.
Yeah, I know. They just do things to be difficult.
I think it's the base language where it comes from. It is more of a tsunami.
So we're saying it wrong, basically.
Yeah, hang on.
Tsunami. Tsunami.
I don't know. I'm with you. I don't think I'd ever really heard of that word until I saw it all over.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Japanese.
Okay.
So that makes sense.
Tsunami.
Tsunami.
All right. Come on, Japan, make it easier.
It means harbor wave. Tsu is harbor and wave is nami.
Oh, they made it real simple.
Okay.
All right, your question. What type of bones does a phrenologist measure? What type of bones does a phrenologist measure? It's a very specific bone.
The frenulum?
Femur?
That would have been my guess. This was big.
So it's not from an animal. It's like a dinosaur or something.
It's a specific bone, the skull.
Oh.
Skulls.
Ah.
All right, Wyatt, your question. What sense is most closely linked to memory?
What was that?
What of your five senses is most closely linked to memory?
Smell.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I know that one.
Okay. All right, Tsunami Man, you know your state.
Game is Big Dummy, 206-803.
Knows his smells.
Hello, Matt. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, bitches.
Howdy, on Team Sober or Team Not Sober?
Sober today.
All right, Matt, welcome to Big Dummy. Okay, you get to see a band one final time. You can take a Bon Jovi, Aerosmith, Rush, or Hall & Oates.
Hall & Oates.
Hall & Oates!
Oh, look at that.
Finally.
All right.
Apparently they're beefing right now.
Oh, they've
They've been beefing for
they divorced.
years, man.
Got to get some sexual education.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, yeah.
Did you see them last time they were in town?
Oh, no, I didn't. I was working.
I did, and honestly, man, it wasn't a good show. The music was good, right? Like, they played well, but there's just something about the vibe. They very
Obvious
clearly
tension.
hated each other, and somehow that...
Well, Daryl Hall's ear monitor wouldn't work. So he couldn't
That's
hear
right.
anything. So, like, for half the show, he couldn't hear anything. So he's getting all pissed off.
It still sounded good, but again, I understand.
John, give me your monitor.
Give All right, your question. What is the name of the cat in the Disney movie Cinderella?
Lucifer.
One and done.
I wouldn't have guessed that in 20 million
Nice
years.
job.
I've
It's a
heard
cat.
the name. I know. I just, you know me and Disney.
Yeah.
We have a bad relationship.
Kids, young girls had to watch the movie all the time.
Oh, okay.
that
I got
makes more
stuck.
sense.
Did you have to go through the Frozen years as well?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
God almighty. Which movie would you rather watch if they said, Dad, we want to go down memory lane, Frozen or Cinderella?
Actually, Frozen. My girls are really good at singing in their dresses and everything, so yeah, it was pretty good.
My daughter had to have one of those Frozen princess dresses, right? She's like 2 or
sure.
3. Here's the thing I didn't realize about them. And like any kid, she would wear them all the time. I don't know what material it's made out of, but when you try to pick up your child, just know you're going to drop them on the floor.
Oh, that's like
I'm still holding the dress. You know what I mean? I
She just fell through.
Foop, and there's my daughter at my feet. All right, hey, before we let you go, we have a 50-50 question for you. True or false? Vern Troyer, a.k.a. Mini-Me from the Austin Powers movies, was raised Amish.
I'm going to say false.
It's true.
Just a little bit.
Vern Troyer. Oh, damn, man. He's just a little Amish.
He's just a little Amish.
Just a little Amish.
It's a very small buggy and horseshoe answer. Game is Big Dummy 206-803-RAP.
Why is a shoebox on a skateboard?
Why is your picnic table so small?
Yeah, he doesn't need a horse. He needs like a
quarter horse, a little pony.
Like a little dog.
My Little Pony.
A dog.
Love your furniture. Is that Play School?
Oh, damn. Yeah, but we built it ourselves.
I got a whole grocery store in the
Oh,
back.
my God. One of the comments on YouTube. Hall & Oates broke up because one wanted to sell the catalog, and the other said, I can't go for that.
All right, well done. Well done.
That's very good.
Comments are killing it, man. I love these guys.
Hello, Randy. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola!
Randy, sober or not sober?
Sober today.
All right, Randy, welcome to Big Dummy.
Thank you.
Okay, men's room poll, you're going to see a band from the last time. You taking Jovi, Aerosmith, Rush, or Hall & Oates?
It's Aerosmith.
It is Aerosmith.
All right, Randy, your question. What citrus-flavored soft drink was introduced by Coca-Cola in 1979 to compete with Pepsi's Mountain Dew? As a hint, it is not Sprite.
7-Up.
Mellow Yellow.
Mellow Yellow.
Oh, call me Mellow Yellow.
I thought it was Squirt.
God, that was just the worst name. Squirt.
Oops, excuse me.
Hey, give me a 6-pack of Spooge and...
Has anybody ever had a Mellow Yellow?
Yes.
I've had, not in the last 20, 30 years.
Where I'm from in West Virginia, that's the equivalent of bottled water. So if you didn't get... Mellow Yellow used to be cheaper than Mountain Dew.
All right.
So people would stock up on that because it was, lower price point.
Damn. It was like
And
bottled water.
generic cola did not make an equivalent to Mountain Dew. They would cover all the other bases.
Did they even try?
No.
Like a generic?
They do lemon, lime, grape, root beer, orange. They did everything. They would not do Mountain Dew.
I don't think anyone should try to reproduce Mountain Dew.
Yeah, cherry sodas. They do it all.
I will say, like, the Sprite is going to be my go-to.
Yeah.
But about once or twice a year, it's like, yeah, I could go for a Mountain Dew.
Really?
Yeah.
My wife likes them. I don't know, man. It tastes like whatever the ingredients are.
I don't know what it's supposed to taste like.
I don't know. That's the thing. I don't even know what it's supposed to
mimic. The
mimic.
flavor is Mountain Dew. But they don't put it in candy flavor. They don't put it in any other flavor.
But isn't the
There's
same
no Mountain
thing
Dew
true?
flavored ice cream. There's no other flavor that you use it other than Mountain Dew.
But I would say it's true of colas. The only thing a cola tastes like is another cola. The only thing like Pepsi tastes like is Coke. But like what in the like Sprite, you go lemon lime, and you're right. Mountain Dew, no idea. Coca-Cola, it's delicious, but what else could you compare? it
Here's
to?
the weirdest thing about Mountain Dew. The reason that it was created was to mix with whiskey,
right,
and to mix with moonshine.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you go to a bar, very rarely do they have Mountain Dew on the gun.
Nope.
They do in West Virginia,
of course,
because of whiskey and Mountain Dew.
I'd say the moonshine.
But I have never had a Mountain Dew with whiskey, which is the entire reason they produced
creative. I will say this: I really dislike Mountain Dew. So if I have to have a Mountain Dew, please add whiskey. I'll go old school.
I mean, it might be great. I don't know. Just never tried it.
Could be.
That makes sense, though, dude. When you go to Texas, I remember the first time I went to Dallas, these businessmen came in and they ordered, like, Fireball and something else as a cocktail. And I just kind of was like, you guys don't strike me as Fireball drinkers. They were like, no, but when you mix it with this, it tastes like Dr. Pepper.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. What
Texas,
was that,
Texas
man?
is the biggest Dr. Pepper consumer.
Well, yeah,
That's where it's from.
Waco.
And they love it.
Yes,
Matter
they
of
do.
fact, Dr. Pepper, I want to say, surpassed everybody as the number one selling soft drink beverage in America.
I don't get it.
In America.
Yeah. All right, here is your question, Randy. What was the name of the pig in Charlotte's Web?
I have no Babe.
Wasn't Wilbur.
Oscar?
It was Wilbur.
It was Wilbur.
It was Wilbur. Yep, that's Wilbur. How many different famous pigs are there? And I don't mean like Porky and all that.
Well,
There's Wilbur.
Porky, you give Porky credit. He's a famous
Babe.
pig.
Yeah, but he's not a real pig. Because like Babe lit it on fire, and then you had what's the face? Wilbur, Charlotte's Web. You had the pigs and Animal Farm. For some reason, I feel like there's more famous pigs, and I'm just not tracking. Miss Piggy.
Yeah.
All right.
Wasn't there a piglet in
Winnie the Pooh?
Winnie the Pooh,
Yeah. All right, your question. What car manufacturer, which went bankrupt in 2011, was the first to include seatbelts as a standard feature in their vehicles? I believe they were
Bankrupt in
Swedish.
2011?
Yeah, they went bankrupt in 2011. Swedish car brand.
Saab?
That's what I thought.
Saab is correct.
Boy, I never liked Saabs.
Do one more. Oh, man, I loved them.
I know they ran well. Just the body styles, man. Just
My
never
dad's
built
used to
them.
break down all the time. So when I got on a plane one time and realized I'm in a Saab aircraft, I'm like,
I know.
Jesus Christ. He
Like,
couldn't
cool.
even keep that thing a week running. Game is Big Dummy, 206-803 Rock. And I get it.
Hello, Dwayne. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, bitch, hola.
Dwayne, sober or not sober?
Drinking a little bit.
All right. So sober Dwayne, as he would tell the cops.
Mm-hmm.
All right, see you a band one last time. You're taking Bon Jovi, Aerosmith, Rush, or Hall & Oates?
I thought I was going to be the first one to.
Jello.
Did I lose you? There you are.
Yeah.
I thought I was going to be the first one to break the string there. I want to go see Hall & Oates.
Hall & Oates. Okay.
Yeah, see
You
if
got-
I get in a fist fight, man.
Hall & Oates got as many votes right now as far as contestants as Bon Jovi. More than Rush.
Wow.
Really?
Yes.
We'll have to share that with Taryn. Hey, Taryn, look, we're not saying anything. Read into it any way you want. More people want to see Hall & Oates than Rush. Me personally, I'm taking Rush on that list. All right. Here is your question. What Olympic field events' two main styles are the glide and the spin?
Two main styles. Well, I kind of want to go with curling, but it could be. Let's just go with curling.
You said track and field, right?
A field event, yes.
It's a field.
Shot put.
Shot put.
I didn't hear that part.
I don't know if you're doing like grass curling.
That makes sense. Because they were like the Randy Barnes guy. He used to be a twirler.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Spinner, twirler.
or a spinner. And then Brock Lesnar's daughter is just straight ahead shot putter.
And boy, she is easy on the eyes. I mean, I look at her and just like, man.
If only you were younger.
Let me open my pants. Yeah.
Yeah, go
She
meet Dad.
looks just like her father, and that is the image I want. It's just like, wow.
I'm not going to do anything because I'm afraid of your dad.
I am terrified of your dad.
Exactly.
Nice traps. All right. I'm not wrong.
It's a trap.
No, it is a trap. Two of them. Don't talk back to her. I think she dates a football player. Like
I thought you got married to a football player.
Really?
God, they just
We're
signed.
getting married.
Doesn't matter. He still can't beat her ass.
I know.
I just went like, if you're at college, just start recruiting the kid now.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah, she is. She's something. All right, your question. What does PIN stand for, as in your PIN number?
Personal identification number.
You got it.
There you go.
Nice job, Brandon.
Head
See,
chef
it's
redundant
way.
again. Personal
Ted's,
identification number.
Ted's Meat and
Number.
Potatoes, the best burgers in Seattle, on the way at 4:30. And we got your emails coming up next from the men's room at KISW.com.
coast to coast and around the world. If it's not important, you'll hear it here, exclusively on In Action News. Here now are Stone Ledbetter and Felix Foxworthy.
Tonight, a 7-year study has confirmed that it is impossible to wear compression socks and look sexy. But first, we start with the news from everyone's favorite local amusement park, Happy Land. While it was never officially banned, Happy Land has now made it official. No more spreading a loved one's ashes on park property.
Man, people have been doing that for years, man.
No doubt about it, my friend, that Happy Land traditionally turned a blind eye. But not anymore, after an incident yesterday. A family released their grandfather's ashes on the Crazy Comet roller coaster. They were in the front car, and the ashes blew into the eyes and mouths of passengers behind them at 70 miles per hour.
Yeah, man, that is messed up.
Well, that's what the passengers said, and now Happy Land is facing multiple lawsuits for negligence. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why they're now banning the practice.
Oh, man, I know I'm not the only one who spread ashes of a family member there.
Guilty as charged, my friend. About 15 years ago, my lovely wife and I spread her mother's ashes at Happy Land.
Yeah, where at, man?
Well, my mother-in-law was partial to the lazy river, so my wife and I discreetly scattered her in the rose garden next to the ride. Once a year, we visit Happy Land just to stroll by the roses and say hello.
Now that's sweet, Playboy. Seriously, man, that's sweet. Now, a few years back, me and a few cousins, we spread my uncle's ashes there, man.
Oh, yeah? Where in Happy Land?
Well, while those kids would be riding the rides and all that, my uncle, man, he'd shoot smack in the bathroom. So we dumped his ass in that one puddle that never goes away outside of the bathroom next to the Panda Express.
Well, that certainly is touching.
It is in my family, Playboy.
Viewers are commenting on Happy Land's new ban. So many people have spread the remains of their loved ones there.
Well, of course. It's just one of those things people in this town do because all the great memories we've had at Happy Land.
We have Debbie on the line who wanted to share the story of spreading her brother's remains there.
Absolutely, absolutely. Debbie, hello. Welcome to In Action News.
Thank you, Stone. Hi, Felix.
What's shaking, girlfriend?
I love your show. Been a huge fan for years.
Thank you, Debbie.
I'm kind of nervous.
Yeah, just be chill, girl.
So you called to share a story of spreading your brother's remains at Happy Land?
Yeah, it's sad that Happy Land is banning the tradition, but I understand. But yeah, about 5 years ago, my brother died unexpectedly.
So very sorry to hear that, Debbie.
Thanks. It was a tough time, but he'd always said that when he died, he wanted his remains scattered at Happy Land. So me and the rest of the family honored that.
And where did you spread his ashes, Debbie?
Oh, no, we didn't spread his ashes. We spread his remains.
And what were your brother's remains made of?
My brother.
Did you just leave a dead body in Happy Land?
Oh, God, no. My brother died after he fell into a wood chipper.
So how does that work exactly?
We fit what we could of him into a 5-gallon bucket and brought that with us to Happy Land.
And where did you dump this bucket of brother?
My brother and I always had great memories of riding the kiddie coaster together, so we poured him on the tracks.
Of a children's roller coaster?
Yeah, we just had so many great memories on that ride. Hey, listen, I really want to thank you guys for letting me share my story. It kind of sucks that other people won't get to have that experience at Happy Land anymore.
Yeah, I don't think anybody had that experience at Happy Land.
Thank you for the call, Debbie. Wow, okay, that is not what I expected to hear.
Yeah, that was kind of crazy. Most people just spread ashes.
What about you, Bonnie? You ever spread a loved one's ashes anywhere?
Oh, gosh, no. No one in my family gets cremated. Our tradition is to be taxidermied.
Taxidermied? Like stuffed. Like a squirrel or a bear. Or that filthy thing that your uncle hangs in his den.
Or a cougar or a duck, yes.
Yeah, but you mean like family members, right?
Yeah, for 3 generations now.
You have 3 generations of stuffed Leavenworths?
Well, I don't. My sister Ellen does, at her house. When we visit at the holidays, it's like a family reunion if half the people were dead.
We'll be back in an hour.
Hey bros, Men's Room Uragada Besuto Bira. Super freshu, super strongu, taste boom. You drink now, anatawa big man desa. No wait, no think. Just grabu Men's Room Uraga. Say chas. Kanpai. Men's Room Uragada Besuto Bira.
Now, you can watch The Men's Room live on YouTube. Subscribe at KISW Rock. The Men's Room titillates your ears when you listen on the radio or Odyssey app. Teases your taste buds when enjoying Men's Room IPA. And now, you can watch The Men's Room live on YouTube. It's as close to actually being in the studio as you can get. Thanks to The Incident. Touch and smell. KISW. We return to the Men's Room with Miles and Thrill.
Head chef on the way, Ted's Meat and Potatoes has the best burgers in Seattle. But first, time for a few emails from the Men's Room at KISW.com.
You've got mail. You've got mail.
And birthdays brought to you by Men's Room Roasted Red Salsa from San Juan Salsa Company.
Dip responsibly.
Guys, we'd like to wish Christy a very happy birthday from me and our son D3, the Excavator. Can we get a Smell It, Cocaine Ted, and the Captain? Thanks, guys.
Yeah. Smell it.
Oh, Jesus, my bad. Hang on, my bad.
Smell it.
All right, look, it's your birthday. I don't know what's going on. It seems like people love you. You know what they should do? Buy you more cocaine. Why? At the end of the day, birthday's over, you're going to be out of cocaine. And we're only one day away from the weekend, a.k.a. cocaine time.
Ooh, well, ahoy there and happy birthday. You know, the old Capitan's advice would be book yourself a trip to Papua New Guinea and ask for Chico. Now, if they say who's asking, you're going to want to tell them, and I quote, Mr. Greasefinger, and then shoot a snot rocket out of your left nostril. That'll get you in to see Chico. Now, in spite of Chico's appearance, do not stare. Anywho, once you and Chico exchange pleasantries, you'll have access to his brothel, a legal drug operation, and his money counterfeiting unit, and, of course, his dairy farm. I don't know what else anyone would need, but enjoy your birthday. You're welcome. And Crunchberries.
Hello, gentlemen, longtime podcast listener here of 17 plus years.
Wow.
First of all, congratulations on 20 years. Thank you guys for everything you do. Today marks my 40th trip around the ball of hot plasma. I sincerely want to thank you guys for your show. It's been my quiet space to escape life since my early 20s. Your show has always been a hilarious distraction whenever life gets heavy. I hope to make it out to Seattle one day and try your beer, sausage, and salsa. Finally, I'll be having a shot of Fortaleza tequila tonight. It's the Pappy of maybe tequila.
Okay.
Maybe you guys should do that for the show today. We wish we could.
Sure, please.
So, can I get a fart montage, turtle sex, and the dirty German telling my wife which third option should happen tonight? Thanks, guys. That from Derek in Bowling Green, Kentucky.
Yeah. The third option tonight, let's see, your first option is probably the mouth hug. The second option would be the south mouth hug. Tonight, go for the posterior mouth hug.
Yeah, see, but since he is married, so I believe the forbidden one is the mouth hug.
Yeah, go for the one you get to least go for the mouth. If she sounds like that from the front side, you did it right.
It's the one day of, well, she will do that for you, and you don't have to ask why.
Yeah.
And what is she apologizing for?
Hello, Michelle. As my dear friend Heidi is turning a certain age today. For fear of death threats, I am not allowed to disclose her age. We were high school sweethearts back in the day in the adorable little suburb in the Bay Area known as Vallejo, California. An ideal suburb town where all the gangsters and thugs constantly roam the streets and you had to constantly look over your shoulder for fear of being mugged. Just like the TV show The Wonder Years, she was the Winnie Cooper of my life. I was her Kevin Arnold. Our version of Kevin's friend Paul was actually a guy named Jamal. And he would kick the crap out of anyone. Anyway, can we
Just
get
like Paul.
Hey, Paul.
Couple of dad jokes for Miles. And I have been tracking these in-action news guys. They are hilarious.
Oh, thank you.
Any chance she can get a shout-out from Stone and Felix Playboy. Thanks, guys. That from Brett.
But you won't say how old she is?
Nope.
So we don't know.
Tonight we find out just how old she is. Happy birthday to you and yours.
Yeah, listen, girl. Felix knows the secret. I count the rings on your vagina. It's like a tree.
Felix.
All right, dad jokes there, Heidi.
And I count slowly, and I stop at 60 noise.
Here's one for you and your boy. Did you guys know that I am is the shortest sentence in the English language? For real, I am.
No.
I do is the longest. Ted, have you ever met Ian from Slovakia?
No.
He's Slovakian.
Slovakian, yeah, that's
Ian.
What is Forrest Gump's favorite pasta?
Oh. Penne.
Penne. Did you guys know that koi fish always travel in groups of 4?
No.
Yes. When attacked, koi A, B, and C scatter, leaving only the decoy. Couple more. Who let the dogs out?
Who?
Baha Man.
He's also on first. And my mother always confuses Jay-Z with 50 Cent.
Oh, yeah?
I said, that's ludicrous.
That's pretty good.
All right, guys, here you go. Happy, happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy, happy birthday to you, to you, to you.
Ya's a Dirty Germans brought to you by Men's Room Original Sausage. Available through Uli's world famous sausage, mensroomlive.com, and other fine retailers. Schweinefleisch.
One extra email, guys, catching up on the Odyssey app from last week because, well, sports. And just got to Friday's show. Boy, I could go on for an hour about my parents' weird rules. But the top contenders are as follows. We kids had to drink at least 1 glass of milk at dinner. No excuses. And also sharing a bathroom with my brother who was lactose sensitive was such fun. Next, when eating at the table, we had a family dinner at least 4 days a week. The hand not being used to hold your fork must remain rested on the table. If it dropped to your lap, you had to get up and wash your hands. No idea why. See, typically I was always taught to keep your hands and elbows off the table.
That's what I said. No elbows on the table.
But you
No
have
elbows.
But you have a napkin in your lap. So you're always down there for the napkin. So I don't understand that one.
I'm
That's
with
why
you.
you were down there.
I still keep my napkin in my lap.
Yeah. And absolutely no disturbing the parents before 10 a.m. on Sundays and Saturdays if none of us get at a sporting event or game. Unless someone was bleeding or on fire. They took sleeping in very, very seriously.
They weren't sleeping.
Yeah.
They were not sleeping.
I know. Again, there's a ton more, but on the flip side, we had 0 restrictions when it came to media. We could watch, listen to, and read anything we wanted. Thanks for all you do. That from Courtney.
Time to open wide and sample Ted's meat and potatoes. Now, here's your host, head chef of the men's room, the Ted Nugent.
Head chef and a half.
Thank you, folks. Thank you. Now, listen. Summertime, cookouts, barbecues, whatever. The burger thrives, right? 4th of July, burgers and hot dogs. But truthfully, burgers are there for you all year round.
Damn straight.
And you got some of this weather coming in this weekend. Maybe it's time to sit down and get a good burger from somewhere.
Absolutely.
Now, again, this list comes to us from eater.com. A lot of different options on here. I'm sure people will have opinions. We're not taking your opinions into it, but there's burgers everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, one that didn't even make this list, famous, I want to say, from Minnesota is the Juicy Lucy.
Oh, yeah.
And if you go to Buckley's in Belltown or the original one on Queen Anne, they have a great Juicy Lucy. It's a stuffed cheeseburger.
So there's the Juicy Lucy has the cheese in the middle?
Correct.
And the Butter Burger is where they do the same thing, but they put a tab of butter in the middle.
Ooh. So I've never had one of those. That's, I think, like Wisconsin. I know the Culver's is famous for it. So, and every regional place has different ones, right? Like, we'll get into it in here, and then people talk about smash burgers now. They used to just kind of be a style of burger, like a tavern or whatever. But also, I know there's the Oklahoma smash burger where you cook it on top of a bunch of onions.
And you smash it, the onions in.
Correct.
Yes.
Sounds like a great sex movie.
That I've never had.
Well, it's on the list.
But it looks good. It looks good.
So first on the list, they have Flint Creek Cattle Company.
What's wrong?
You good?
A bad word almost slipped out. Now, obviously, if you've never heard of Flint Creek, it is...
Heard of what?
Flint Creek Cattle Company. It is a very high-end, expensive steakhouse. Super good. I've been there once for like appetizers.
That's up near Castle and Greenwood, correct?
Correct. So they're just saying, hey, it has an $11 happy hour burger. All right, which, as they're saying, like,
they have very good food, but I have not had the burger.
Correct.
I believe they also own Rock Creek, which is on
I think
Fremont.
they do.
So they have a seafood and they got a steak.
They're the Creek people.
Yeah, we're Creek guys.
Yeah, we're Creek guys. Rock Creek, Flint Creek.
It's Creek guys.
Yeah, Flint Creek. Menu's a little different here, man. It's
Venison.
Flint Creek.
Yeah, you get squirrel and frog legs.
Raccoon, yeah.
Let's see. Mean Sandwich. Now, this place is only open daily from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Basically, the meat on the Mean Sandwich version is a grass-fed and grass-finished. Choose 1 or 2 quarter-pound patties. It's a Ballard-based shop. American cheese, Kraft singles, onions, mayonnaise, house-made pickles, and house-made mustard on a Tribeca oven.
It's
bun.
basically under the the Ballard Bridge. So there's a storage facility near Larry, and it's right across the street on Larry.
Yeah, and as long as we're talking about sandwich places, too, I don't think they have a burger, but Valhalla sandwiches are phenomenal.
They are good. A lot of people, a lot of restaurants, you'll see it on the menu. They like to brag that they have grass-fed beef, and I truly don't know. What else do cows eat?
Oh, dude, in the last 20 years, that's been a massive thing.
You bet.
Is our farmers, everybody has to buy corn, so they started feeding all the cows.
So they're corn-fed.
Right, so unless it says grass-fed, they're eating corn.
All right, look, I honestly didn't know. I'm like, and I understand that big production farms are different than the average farm I drive by, but I'm like, every time I've seen a cow, it's eating grass.
Yeah, so it just means your cow's eating what it should eat.
Okay.
It's opposed to corn.
So a grass-fed cow is like the opposite of me. If I were a cow, I'd be like, oh, dude, corn-fed, marigold, whatever.
Miles, you probably know this place. You Need a Burger.
You Need a Burger on Fremont Avenue.
Started with the classic. It's quarter pound of beef. Variations include a lamb burger with cured lemon. I'm down for lamb.
Yeah. I made some lamb and chorizo meatballs the other day, by the way.
They have a great variety of a lot of different burgers.
I will say, last weekend I felt like I committed a hate crime. It was at that F1 race, and they have all this barbecue, and I was like, I'm getting a lamb bowl. And it was awesome.
Oh, dude, it doesn't matter.
Those lamb things you made today were awesome.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's good. Lamb and chorizo mixed together.
I tell you
man.
what, that is the juiciest burger. If you get a lamb burger, man, you're just dripping down in your pants.
And I don't care. I'll suck on my pants later.
It really is.
They do say You Need a Burger. The must order is the elk burger is woodsy and earthy, unlike any other burgers on this mat.
Elk is lean, but it's tender. It is fantastic.
Yeah. That's how my wife describes me.
Lean and tender.
Sticking in Fremont, you have Le Coin.
Right across the street.
It's a modern French.
Le Coin.
Their burger is an inami bomb that comes with a fondue of caramelized onions, mimolata cheese, along with, again, cured tomatoes, lettuce, herbal aioli.
I'm curious to know what everyone's curing, either the lemons or tomatoes in.
They have great steaks.
They also have very good frites with herbs and garlic cloves thrown in the fryer. They said your server might suggest eating your burger over the fries so that the cheese drips to create a do-it-yourself poutine, and they say advice should be smart to follow.
The hand-cut fries there are fantastic. Also, you might need a reservation to go to Le Coin, but if you got 2 people, chances are you can pop in and sit at the bar.
Frites, man.
Most of the time.
Frites.
Frites.
They call them frites.
I've never been there. All right, now Joe Z's Bayside. This place is open for lunch every day except Monday. And they say the Oklahoma Smash Burger, this Portage-based place, lacks the telltale tangy mustard that complements it, but they're like, it's still a great burger. Homemade pickles are a nice touch. They have a homemade sesame seed bun that's bulky enough to warrant a second patty.
Where do they consider Portage Bay? Is that Ballard? I'm not sure.
I really don't know.
Yeah, because I'm like Portage Bay.
Because there's the Portage Bay restaurants around here, right? But... to me, there's the Portage Bay restaurants around here, right? But to me, it was just a name. I don't know. So you're just getting a restaurant. Okay.
Let's go up to Queen Anne. You have Big Mac's Burger Company.
Big Mac's. I've never been there.
Either have I. The Big Mac's Cheeseburger, this family-friendly restaurant on Queen Anne, is two-handed, happily messy mass. They say basically Big Mac lovers will love the nostalgia factor with 2 beef and bacon patties, mac sauce, aged white cheddar, pickles, plus a combination of caramelized white and red raw onions that make it super elevated McDonald's experience.
Okay.
Yeah.
Super elevated McDonald's experience.
Yeah. With caramelized whites.
Yeah, it basically sounds like they're trying to do like a Big Mac, but they're like, let's use...
elevated.
Yeah. Better, I mean, we were just talking to the office, right? Like, a lot of bars you go to have bar food.
Yes.
And then sometimes you'll go... And I like that, right? It's like standard bar food. Some places you go... where you'll be like, oh, this is kind of like fancier, elevated.
Yeah.
Like I always call it high. Not elevated.
High-end bar food. Right.
Yeah. Barrel and Bacon. Yeah.
Never heard of that.
All right. I believe this is Elliott Avenue West. So I believe that's like Queen Anne.
Okay.
So it's a sibling restaurant to Truffles and Bacon in Las Vegas. The burgers, the Truffles and Bacon signature burger. It's glitzy with its massive mac and cheese patty, almost overwhelming the Angus beef patty in each bite.
Damn.
They say it's absolute guilty pleasure. The ultimate get the burger. And they're just like, look, it's super good. There's bacon. There's onion jam. Just get it.
I'm in.
Now, I've seen this one on a lot of different Seattle foodies and stuff. Keep in mind, this one is a ghost kitchen. If you don't know what a ghost kitchen is, you can get takeout or delivery, but you can't sit in there. And that's the Halal Smash Burger, BRGR.
Where is this?
So
Capitol Hill was their
They
first
had the
location?
ghost kitchen in Capitol Hill, now in the U District. It has 4 burgers on the menu, each centered around its handcrafted sauces. Classic, smoky, truffle with mushrooms, and spicy.
Okay.
They use fresh halal ground beef. Think of like kosher, right?
Yeah, right.
Halal means it's like suitable, right? It's up to whatever the standards.
Yeah.
I don't know what you call a priest in Islam.
Or is it Hindu?
Or is it? I thought halal.
I thought Hindus weren't supposed to eat cows.
They're not. I think halal means like Middle Eastern
Okay.
food.
It's somewhere in the middle,
maybe
but I'm not
that's
sure what religion it's attached to.
Islamic law, yeah.
It is. Yeah, that's what I thought. There's a few halal places on Capitol Hill. But yeah.
Halal.
Hello.
But again, this is a ghost kitchen, so you got to order or go and take out, and they spell it Halal Smash BRGR burger.
Great place to get a meal on Halloween. Ghost Kitchen.
Thank you. I was like, dude, what is that a halal joke?
Ghost Kitchen. Give me the burger.
I was shocked when I found out about ghost kitchens. Just especially. What's that?
Patrick Swayze.
Yeah, well, one night I ordered something from a ghost kitchen, and then they're like, all right, we're dropping it off. And it's like 3 blocks from my house. And I'm like, I would have just walked over there. But there's no site. You don't know it's there.
Right.
Sometimes those kitchens contain 3 different places.
Correct.
They share the kitchen.
Yeah. I think Guy Fieri for a while had a ghost kitchen up here.
I believe so, yeah.
Guy's Ghost Kitchen.
With donkey sauce.
Miles, you mentioned Pickwick Drive-In.
Love it.
Yep. Founded in Fife in 1949, expanded to Auburn before opening a branch in Soto in recent years. Slice of Americana, right? Once chosen the best burger joint in Washington State by USA Today for its crispy charred burgers, hand-cut fries. They also have a wide selection of shakes blended to order, including fresh ones with in-season berries.
I picked us up some hamburgers from there a few years back. They're great.
To me, the classic on this list is Loretta's Northwesterner.
Hell yeah.
I mean,
Man, you cannot beat that.
No.
Right, and then, again, before the smash burger became a whole thing, their tavern burger was already that. And there was a lot of bars and restaurants around the country that were kind of doing it. They're super famous for that. Loretta's also a little harder to find. It's
South Park.
I was going to say, it's not Georgetown. I think technically that's South Park.
Yeah.
But also a cool
Loretta's burger.
A cool little spot. There's a sandwich guy I watch on Instagram. I forget his name, but he goes down there too, and he's like, dude, I always get the burger. But like, their food is great.
It's the tastiest burger I've ever had.
Yeah.
It's so simple and so basic. Do not get the regular burger there. It's fantastic. If you want to get it and try it,
As they say, they have the deluxe cheeseburger on the menu, but that's restaurant style. It's It's a bar. You want the tavern.
You want 2 taverns instead of the restaurant style.
All right.
Right, and they say simplicity done well. Beef with a nice char, pickles, chopped onions small, American cheese, and a special sauce that's heavy on the mayo.
You cannot beat that one.
And a squishy bun. I like a burger with a soft bun.
I do too, man.
Some of the grease is kind of getting in there, mixing it all together. Now, here's a good restaurant I've been to a couple times in Burien, Fireside.
Okay.
It's kind of like a
I think you told me about it.
Yeah, it's a Midwestern kind of style. So, like, I know they do fish fries on Friday and everything else. Cool little spot. Midwestern comfort food, handcrafted cocktails. The burger of choice here, again, the Oklahoma onion burger. So, if you like onions.
So there's 2 spots in town that does that.
Correct.
That we know of.
A little bit up in North Seattle, Rain City Burgers off Roosevelt.
Roosevelt and 65th, I believe.
Right, it's right there on the corner.
Mm-hmm.
If you
right
don't,
near Ted's. Or Teddy's.
It is right near Teddy's.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, I was going to say, I mean, I used
Because
to.
Teddy's still allows you to bring food in. So if you want to go watch football, you go get a burger at Rain City, then walk it up to Teddy's and sit there and eat it.
Me and the mayor, when we were playing Pub League together, we would go to the old Atlantic Crossing that was right there, and then we were done having drinks afterwards. We would walk over and get burgers and go our separate ways from
That
Rain
makes sense,
City.
dude. That's a good day.
But overall, great. I mean, Seattle is a great burger town,
without a doubt.
Yeah,
Without a doubt,
we didn't
man.
even touch on, like we said earlier, Dick's.
Red
Burger
Mill,
Master, Red
Mill,
Mill,
Burger
Kid
Master.
Valley.
Yeah, there's a ton of them out there. Just, you know what, this weekend, go get yourself a burger.
Get a burger.
Thank you, Head Chef. We appreciate it. Coming up at 5:08, we'll drink and toast with a shot of the day. You are listening to The Men's Room.
From coast to coast and around the world. If it's not important, you'll hear it here, exclusively on In Action News. Here now are Stone Ledbetter and Felix Foxworthy.
Tonight, a 7-year study has confirmed that it is impossible to wear compression socks and look sexy. But first, we start with the news from everyone's favorite local amusement park, Happy Land. While it was never officially banned, Happy Land has now made it official. No more spreading a loved one's ashes on park property.
Man, people have been doing that for years, man.
No doubt about it, my friend, that Happy Land traditionally turned a blind eye. But not anymore, after an incident yesterday. A family released their grandfather's ashes on the Crazy Comet roller coaster. They were in the front car, and the ashes blew into the eyes and mouths of passengers behind them at 70 miles per hour.
Yeah, man, that is messed up.
Well, that's what the passengers said, and now Happy Land is facing multiple lawsuits for negligence. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why they're now banning the practice.
Oh, man, I know I'm not the only one who spread ashes of a family member there.
Guilty as charged, my friend. About 15 years ago, my lovely wife and I spread her mother's ashes at Happy Land.
Yeah, where at, man?
Well, my mother-in-law was partial to the lazy river, so my wife and I discreetly scattered her in the rose garden next to the ride. Once a year, we visit Happy Land just to stroll by the roses and say hello.
Now that's sweet, Playboy. Seriously, man, that's sweet. Now, a few years back, me and a few cousins, we spread my uncle's ashes there, man.
Oh, yeah? Where in Happy Land?
Well, while those kids would be riding the rides and all that, my uncle, man, he'd shoot smack in the bathroom. So we dumped his ass in that one puddle that never goes away outside of the bathroom next to the Panda Express.
Well, that certainly is touching.
It is in my family, Playboy.
Viewers are commenting on Happy Land's new ban. So many people have spread the remains of their loved ones there.
Well, of course. It's just one of those things people in this town do because all the great memories we've had at Happy Land.
We have Debbie on the line who wanted to share the story of spreading her brother's remains there.
Absolutely, absolutely. Debbie, hello. Welcome to In Action News.
Thank you, Stone. Hi, Felix.
What's that, girlfriend?
I love your show. Been a huge fan for years.
Thank you, Debbie.
I'm kind of nervous.
Yeah, just be chill, girl.
So you called to share a story of spreading your brother's remains at Happy Land?
Yeah, it's sad that Happy Land is banning the tradition, but I understand. But yeah, about 5 years ago, my brother died unexpectedly.
So very sorry to hear that, Debbie.
Thanks. It was a tough time, but he'd always said that when he died, he wanted his remains scattered at Happy Land. So me and the rest of the family honored that.
And where did you spread his ashes, Debbie?
Oh, no, we didn't spread his ashes. We spread his remains.
And what were your brother's remains made of?
My brother?
Did you just leave a dead body in Happy Land?
Oh, God, no. My brother died after he fell into a wood chipper.
So how does that work exactly?
We fit what we could of him into a 5-gallon bucket and brought that with us to Happy Land.
And where did you dump this bucket of brother?
My brother and I always had great memories of riding the kiddie coaster together, so we poured him on the tracks.
Of a children's roller coaster?
Yeah, we just had so many great memories on that ride. Hey, listen, I really want to thank you guys for letting me share my story. It kind of sucks that other people won't get to have that experience at Happy Land anymore.
Yeah, I don't think anybody had that experience at Happy Land.
Thank you for the call, Debbie. Wow, okay, that is not what I expected to hear.
Yeah, that was kind of crazy. Most people just spread ashes.
What about you, Bonnie? You ever spread a loved one's ashes anywhere?
Oh, gosh, no. No one in my family gets cremated. Our tradition is to be taxidermied.
Taxidermied? Like stuffed. Like a squirrel or a bear. Or that filthy thing that your uncle hangs in his den.
Or a cougar or a duck, yes.
Yeah, but you mean like family members, right?
Yeah, for 3 generations now.
You have 3 generations of stuffed Leavenworths?
Well, I don't. My sister Ellen does, at her house. When we visit at the holidays, it's like a family reunion if half the people were dead.
We'll be back in an hour.
Hey bro, Venturu Muragara Besuto Bira. Super freshu, super strongu, taste boom. Big drink now, anatawa big man desa. No wait, no think. Just grab Mensuru Muraga. Сейчас. Kanpai. Mensuru Muragara Besuto Bira.
Now, you can watch the Men's Room live on YouTube. Subscribe at KISW Rock. The Men's Room titillates your ears when you listen on the radio or Odyssey app. Teases your taste buds when enjoying Men's Room IPA. And now, you can watch the Men's Room live on YouTube. It's as close to actually being in the studio as you can get. Thanks to The Incident. Touch and smell unavailable. Find us on YouTube and subscribe at KISW Rock from Seattle's Sensory Annihilation Station. The Men's Room returns with Miles and Thrill.
All right, Tuck out up here at 5:08. We'll drink and toast with the shot of the day. And we do have your headlines on the way at 5:50. But first, quick check on Mike Hawk and some of the stories and headlines he is not working on.
Well, thank you, Miles. A skateboarding pig recently broke the world record for gliding 33 feet in just 11 seconds.
What was this competition?
The other skateboarding pig that did it in 12.
Yes. And his name was, oh, crap, I can't remember.
Oh,
now.
shoot.
It was in honor of Tony Hawk, but it was like Tony Pork or something stupid like that. I'm not even making this up, I swear to
Ham Hawk?
Maybe that was it. I just remember at the end, the guy was like,
Tony Ham Hawk?
Tribute to Tony Hawk, but I can't remember his name.
Norbert?
No. Was it Norbert?
Hang on.
Norbert.
All right, I'm looking at a pig named Norbert from Illinois. He's on a skateboard.
That's got to be him. It can't be another
Norbert
one.
the pig, yeah.
How was that a tribute to Tony Hawk? So we named him Norbert.
That's his real name.
Yeah.
There was another one, I guess, who held the record named Tony Pork.
Okay, all right. I got my lines mixed up.
Norbert said, I'm going to need that record.
That's exactly how I went down.
I don't know why he's so kind of mean about it.
Coming forward.
He is.
Get to carving my name in them history books.
All right, yeah, what'd you set it at? All right, yeah, cool. I'm going to go 10 feet farther, dude.
A new study suggests that your new fitness app may sabotage your motivation.
How so?
I don't know. I didn't work on it because I don't deal with sabotaging motivation. You're either motivated or you get out of my damn gym.
I agree.
Good call, Norbert.
Thank you. I live by Norbert.
Right? You get on the board or you get out of the way. Norbert.
God, Ted's moving today. Well done, buddy. Honestly, whatever it takes to get you motivated. And I understand getting started and motivated is difficult because you're trying to get a stone to start rolling. But, man, whatever you can do to get motivated. And even sometimes it's just getting outside of what you perceive to be the right thing to do.
That's it.
Right. That doesn't work for me. Well, what you're doing ain't working for you either.
Right.
So
Then do something else.
Let's try this until we figure something else out, okay? At least this is getting you moving to a degree. Just get moving. All ya. Just get moving.
Inch by inch, yard by yard.
Hey-o. There's a new sleep disorder gaining attention called idiopathic hypersomnia. Anybody know what this is?
Does that mean you're sleeping too much?
Basically, you need 10 to 18 hours a day of sleep to function.
What are you, a cat? Good God, man.
No. And the thing is, like, I don't want to be this guy. Yes, it is a disorder. I'm sure that there are people that have it. I think there's going to be a lot of people that say that they have it.
Now that they've heard about it.
That's right. Oh, that's what I had. No, get your ass out of bed.
My weirdness is that I sleep better in a hotel room. Just get a better night's sleep sometimes. And that's, you should be better at home. But
I think maybe in your hotel room, you're just relaxed.
It's dark, yeah. Go to bed
you're not surrounded by anything that brings you stress.
Correct. Inside your own home, you're looking around at things that you have to clean, projects that you have to do, people that you have to, for whatever reason, deal with. Yeah.
But Mike, to be honest with you, I don't have any of that. My house is always clean as hell. I just can't.
But you're still home, Miles. And then when you're home, then you're thinking about what you have to do next.
Yeah.
When
and
you're
I'm
in a
not saying
hotel
this
room,
to be mean, but like I can. Like, some of my friends sometimes are like, man, you're kind of a homebody. Like, I feel like you hate being home. You're always out doing stuff.
No, I mean, yeah. I mean, I watch TV, I eat dinner there, and we get up in the morning.
There you go.
And go do my thing.
Put your thinking caps on, boys. Time for the Merriam-Webster word of the day. 55%, Steve. It is a noun, and it is an L word that usually refers to a long list of complaints, problems, etc.
Laundry list.
Laundry list, I like it, but no, that is not it. A long list of complaints, problem. We've received a blank of complaints.
And it's a noun, not an adjective.
Correct. Well, it's one of those where...
Ledgers.
Not a ledger. The word is litany.
Okay.
Litany.
There's a new article on how to spot...
Litany Houston.
There's a new article on how to spot job burnout and take action against it.
The dude's asleep at his desk.
That's right.
Now he has the idiosyncratic insomnia or whatever that was.
Hypersomnia.
Hypersomnia. My bad.
You were very close. Hypersomnia.
I tried. So, wait, I guess identifying it in yourself?
For the most part, yeah. And it's being honest with yourself to a degree. And honestly, the way to defeat it is exactly what you think it is. Go out, distract yourself for a second. Get your head out of yourself for a second. Don't overthink it. Go for a walk, get some exercise, and then go back to it. Lean on the resources that you have. Think practically.
Yeah.
That sort of stuff. I know. You want to go make a bajillion dollars this year. It's not going to happen.
Yeah.
So let's go try to just make you the rent.
Yeah, there you go. Right.
Steve, it's your favorite holiday, my friend. You know what it is?
It?
Yeah. Slap Your Coworker Day. National
Yes,
Slap Your
it
Coworker
is.
Day. That's why Miles has a big red mark on his butt.
That's right.
Baby. Yeah, they didn't say where.
I asked for it.
That's right.
Oh.
Yeah.
I assumed you were slapped across the face.
Well,
Why would he slap you across the face, Ted?
Have you met him? He called me a white nationalist earlier.
I didn't. I suggested that you were.
He's just doing his part at this point. This is all set up so you could slap me later?
Yes.
Just setting the table, man.
I know where I'm not going after
Setting
work.
the table. It's been
well played, sir. Well played.
It's been discovered that AI misrepresents its news content only 45% of the time.
Oh, what a great ratio.
That seems like a lot.
It is.
It is.
It's half. It's half.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. And that's not okay. That's why do your own digging on your news sources.
It's amazing how many just misspelled words, wrong tenses. You can pretty well see it because no journalist would change tense like that.
No. And not
So-
keep their job.
Right,
Sure.
correct.
Exactly. The Amazon crash out that happened recently reportedly caused $2,000 smart beds to overheat and get stuck in the upright position.
They did not overheat. You set the temperature too high, and then
Whee!
right, the whole thing shut down. Maybe don't get a quote unquote smart bed.
Right. You know what?
Because they put smart in front of something, that means absolutely nothing.
I'm going to go with that, Steve.
Thank you.
Top 10. The Men's Room Top 10.
From Ted's favorite website, cleverdude.com.
Yeah.
These are 10.
Clever dude.
Clever dude.
Clever dude.
These are 10 smart devices that don't actually make your life easier. Number 10 on the list, they go with smart scales. Smart scales track your weight, your BMI.
Your BM.
I almost said BM.
Well, take
Toilets are coming.
Weigh yourself first, take a BM, and get back on.
And even send data to your phone. But syncing issues and app bugs are common. Most people just want to know their weight. A regular scale gives you that in seconds. No setup needed. The extra features often go unused, and the data can be confusing or even discouraging. You know, I got a buddy who recently told me that he's got a smart scale that sends the information to his phone. And the thing that is nice about that is as long as you are keeping track of what it is that you're doing, you can see basically, am I keeping flat? Am I trending downward? Am I trending upward? Sort of a thing. So you can keep a decent eye on it. However, you know what else you can do is step on your damn scale and see what you're doing.
Yeah. Plus, day to day is not going to bring you comfort.
No,
it's not going to. Get off of that.
Yeah, I'm with you. I don't know. Just step on the scale.
Exactly. And
why do you have to improve on the scale?
Right.
Just step on the goddamn thing.
Well, and I've gotten into a headspace, and I've been telling people more and more. It's like, stop losing weight, get healthy. The weight will show.
Right.
The weight will come with it, but start getting healthy. Start exercising just to get your heart feeling better, to get your lungs feeling better, to get your muscles moving a little
I
bit.
think it's wild, too. I know some people that are like my age and don't own one, and I'm like, you never? I don't know. That just seems wild to me.
I'm usually once every 2 weeks. I'll just take a step and make sure that I'm not getting too out of sorts.
I rarely step on it. I just don't.
You don't need to.
Just know this. No matter what you do, no matter what you weigh, the whole deal, you go to the doctor's office, that scale's 5
You're way
pounds
too
heavier.
much.
No kidding.
You're way
dude.
too
You're like,
much.
Jesus Christ. I stepped on it at home this morning. This is not even close.
Hey,
Let me take my shoes off.
Yeah.
And the watch.
hang on. I gotta go
And my
drop.
clothes.
And my underwear and these socks.
In fact, I'm going to shave my pubes off, man. We're just.
I gotta go
Doctor's
drop
office.
one real fast, Doc. Hang on.
Stepping on a freaking scale on carpet.
Or like an old school gym where your trainer's standing over your shoulder and it's that one that's got a balance.
Yeah. Those are
Yeah,
sliding
God,
little things over.
No, don't push the other way.
Damn it. Smart locks. They let you unlock your door with your phone or a code, but if the battery dies or the app glitches, you could get locked out. Some models are also vulnerable to hacking. Traditional locks with a spare key are secure and straightforward.
Yeah, I'm cool with the dumb lock.
Yeah, and I agree.
Just put a key in it. Turn it.
Like I have like a lunchbox safe for my firearm.
Yeah.
And it's got a code so you can do it real quick, but it still has a key in case the battery
Just in
dies.
case. Right.
Correct.
The backup is huge.
Right. I recently upgraded my car. It doesn't have a keyhole in it. It doesn't have a key. It has a fob. And I'm sure that I'm sure somewhere in there I can pull out a key, but
Sure.
I wouldn't for the life of me know where to plug it in my car.
Right.
You know? So
Yeah.
there's that.
I'm an analog guy.
I don't think I can start my car with the key.
Yeah, I'm with you, Miles. I don't think I can either.
I bet you can. So
a
it's
push
like, you dummy, just put it here. And I'll be like, I've never seen that before.
It's inside of the fuse box, stupid.
Yeah.
Right. For just such an occasion. Smart pet feeders. They promise to feed your pet on a schedule even when you're not at home, but they can jam, lose connection, or run out of power. If you rely on them and they fail, your pet could miss a meal. And they love when that happens.
Don't do it when you're home. Do it when you're away. So if you're taking a weekend and you have a cat, that thing's going to be just fine for 2 or 3 days.
Yeah.
But typically you should feed them so that they're on their own schedule and they know those cues.
Yeah. My cat has a bowl full of food, and when she is hungry, she eats.
Yeah.
The only person in the world excited about a can opener is a cat.
Yeah, okay.
We had to stop free feeding our cats. My little my little baby girl got into a big baby girl, and we can't have that no more.
Dude, I know a guy that's got one of those Australian
Shepherds, Blue Heeler.
Australian Shepherd. That thing is so smart.
An Aussie, yes.
That it eats at 5 o'clock. It'll get up in the morning, like he said, and kind of ask for food, but he sits it out, and it won't touch it till 5 p.m. on the dot. And I was with him in Montana. I said, we're in a different time zone. He's like, I don't know how that dog knows. It knows.
Damn.
And we sat there. We were drinking beers from about 4:30. We stopped playing cornhole. And at 5 on the dime, that damn dog went over, ate its dinner.
That is crazy.
It's wild.
Nuts. Even with the time change.
Right, like, how does the dog know?
iPhone.
Yeah.
He's probably wearing a smartwatch.
He's going to blow his mind, dude. Hang on. 10 smart devices that don't actually make life easier. Smart showers. They let you set the perfect temperature or start the water from your phone. But installation is expensive and repairs can be tough. If the system fails, you might not get any water at all.
Do you need to start your shower with your phone?
You know what? Back in the day, I remember it took forever for the water to get hot, but in my life now, no.
The only practical application I can think about that is if you have a starter for your car.
Yes.
And you live in a cold weather environment.
I've used it and I've loved
it. The doors are still locked, so no one's going to steal it.
Right.
But other than that, why try to make your life more complicated than it is? Because this stuff's going to break.
I don't want the same temperature every shower.
No.
I generally in the morning will turn it on, brush my teeth, and it's usually heated up to about where I want it.
All right.
There you go. Smart plugs. They let you control your devices from your phone with your voice, but they often need their own app and can be tricky to set up. If your Wi-Fi is spotty, the plugs might not work at all. Plus, you have to remember which plug controls what. For many, just flipping a switch is faster and less confusing.
I'm right there. What is the simple way to get this thing that I want to accomplish now?
Exactly.
Then let's do it that way.
Smart coffee makers. They let you start brewing from your phone or set a schedule, but setting up the app, connecting to Wi-Fi, keeping everything updated can be a hassle. If the app fails, you might not get your morning coffee. Honestly,
just make
the one that we got here has a timer on it, and I think that's about as smart as I ever want my coffee machine to be.
Yeah, like you could set it before you go to bed.
Sure.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. 10 smart devices that don't actually make life any easier. Smart toilets. They offer heated seats, automatic flushing, and even built-in speakers.
For
your butt.
See, I'm a country fan and a rock fan, but my butt just loves to listen to, Katy Perry.
I was saying, does it know what your butt wants to
It's
hear?
got to be poop songs, like Drop a Bomb on Me. You just need to come up with like a playlist that you throw down.
Mr. Brownstone.
It's kind of odd. Mine really likes death metal.
Nice. Yeah. Just big Cannibal Corpse fan. Dying Fetus.
Brown Eyed Girl.
Oh, Dying Fetus would be bad in the toilet.
Only in the women's bathroom.
Smart mirrors. Smart mirror can show you the weather, the news, or your calendar while you brush your teeth, but do you really need all that? Most people check their phone for updates anyway. Smart mirrors are expensive and can be hard to install. If the display fails, you're left with a regular mirror that costs a lot more.
What about a smart ass mirror? Not that shirt, dude.
It's called a date.
Doesn't. Boo.
You don't need that. Just go out with somebody.
You wearing that to dinner? Okay.
You're wearing that shirt, huh?
Just has a big thumbs up that shows up, or thumbs down that shows up.
You taking those thighs? I'm going to take this shirt.
Wearing that on a date, my man?
You plan on getting laid, or is this a friend?
You taking those cankles? I'm taking this shirt.
You're right. That shirt. That shirt looks better than a workout today.
Oh, you really think you can walk in those shoes?
Oh, we're still on the last loop of the belt, huh? Okay.
Don't let me guess. I'm going to pull up right in front of the place because you can't walk.
Cool. But you worry about my shirt.
All right, Ace Frehley.
Smart light bulbs. They let you change color or set schedules from your phone, but they need a stable Wi-Fi connection and often require their own app. If your internet goes down, so do your lights. Sometimes a simple wall switch gets the job done. And faster.
I will say, I have some friends that have this, and I really like it. But sometimes I was just like, can we just stop changing the colors?
Right.
We've been setting the mood like on the half hour, every half hour.
You don't need to.
Yeah.
Miles, do you have dimmer switches?
Yes.
I knew it.
Dimmer switches are cool.
Well, they came in with my home.
Okay.
Well, I have those canned.
I got a dimmer switch. It's called a fifth of whiskey.
Yeah.
Lights going dark.
And then this is the last smart device that does not actually make your life any easier. Wife, smart refrigerators.
Does she want a smart refrigerator?
Yes!
Why?
Because she wants to have YouTube on the refrigerator while we make food. Like,
are you serious?
Yes.
Buy a little TV.
Thank you!
Oh, sorry.
If we oriented the damn living room the way I wanted to, we could turn the TV in just where we could see it from the kitchen.
Doesn't she have a laptop?
Yeah.
Just take that in there and put on YouTube.
I know, Miles. We need to have a doggone smart refrigerator.
You're just going to stand in front of the refrigerator and watch television?
No, it's going to be on in the background.
Oh.
Look, it's got a little screen that shows inside the fridge. You know what else can do it?
Open the...
This is an easy battle, Mike, to win. This is just logic.
I know. Sometimes they don't work in logic, Miles. You know this. You were married twice.
Logic has nothing to do with it.
That's why I'm saying this. I know.
So, no, it's not an easy one to win, Miles, because it's logic.
Yeah. I really enjoy the calm these days.
I'm going to go golf.
The peace.
A woman in New Jersey was shot in a pizza shop, Miles.
Okay.
Because she didn't fit logic, but I'll tell you about it at 5:50.
Thank you, sir. Headlines are coming up at 5:50 in the meantime. Have we made it to drinking time?
Somebody out there deserves to be recognized. And the men's room knows just who it is. So to you, we say, bottoms up, sailor. You're the toast of our shot of the day.
Drink time it is, and as usual, we head to the drink desk and Steve Thrill Hill to find out who we're toasting.
Yes, indeed. And today we toast 76-year-old John Moss of Tampa, Florida. Yes, he is 76 years old. Yes, he lives in Florida. So if you think he might be a little salty or crotchety, you're probably right. And to convince everyone that it's true, he's one of those guys. He owns a house. And in front of his house, he has a sign that says, absolutely no drugs allowed on premises.
Oh, yeah.
Now, he was arrested and hit with multiple charges of drug trafficking.
No.
After a search of his home turned up a ton of drugs on his premises. Again, 76 years old, absolutely no drugs on my premises. Yeah, detectives found 32 ounces of cocaine, 36 grams of Oxycontin, 442 grams of marijuana, 17 grams of alprazolam, or however you say that, 6 grams of morphine, and 4 grams of methamphetamine. He also had $20,000 in cash and multiple handguns. Now, it's unclear what tipped the authorities off, but they clearly were not dissuaded by his self-proclaimed drug-free zone.
A lot of drugs.
Personal use, dude.
Personal use, just for me. In that case, I almost believe him. But we pour this booze and we drink this booze because we think it's yummy.
Yummy!
So over the tongue and down the throat to party in our tummies.
Down the hola bichola. All right, let's get a contestant on the line now for Profile This, 206-803-ROCK. Profile This is next.
From coast to coast and around the world. If it's not important, you'll hear it here. Exclusively on In Action News. Here now are Stone Ledbetter and Felix Foxworthy.
Tonight, a 7-year study has confirmed that it is impossible to wear compression socks and look sexy. But first, we start with the news from everyone's favorite local amusement park, Happy Land. While it was never officially banned, Happy Land has now made it official. No more spreading a loved one's ashes on park property.
Man, people been doing that for years, man.
No doubt about it, my friend, that Happy Land traditionally turned a blind eye. But not anymore, after an incident yesterday. A family released their grandfather's ashes on the Crazy Comet roller coaster. They were in the front car, and the ashes blew into the eyes and mouths of passengers behind them at 70 miles per hour.
Yeah, man, that is messed up.
Well, that's what the passengers said, and now Happy Land is facing multiple lawsuits for negligence. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why they're now banning the practice.
Oh, man, I know I'm not the only one who spread ashes of a family member there.
Guilty as charged, my friend. About 15 years ago, my lovely wife and I spread her mother's ashes at Happy Land.
Yeah, where at, man?
Well, my mother-in-law was partial to the lazy river, so my wife and I discreetly scattered her in the rose garden next to the ride. Once a year, we visit Happy Land just to stroll by the roses and say hello.
Now that's sweet, Playboy. Seriously, man, that's sweet. Now, a few years back, me and a few cousins, we spread my uncle's ashes there, man.
Oh, yeah? Where in Happy Land?
Well, while those kids would be riding the rides and all that, my uncle, man, he'd shoot smack in the bathroom. So we dumped his ass in that one puddle that never goes away outside of the bathroom next to the Panda Express.
Well, that certainly is touching.
It is in my family, Playboy.
Viewers are commenting on Happy Land's new ban. So many people have spread the remains of their loved ones there.
Well, of course. It's just one of those things people in this town do because all the great memories we've had at Happy Land.
We have Debbie on the line who wanted to share the story of spreading her brother's remains there.
Absolutely, absolutely. Debbie, hello. Welcome to In Action News.
Thank you, Stone. Hi, Felix.
What's shaking, girlfriend?
I love your show. Been a huge fan for years.
Thank you, Debbie.
I'm kind of nervous.
Yeah, just be chill, girl.
So you called to share a story of spreading your brother's remains at Happy Land?
Yeah, it's sad that Happy Land is banning the tradition, but I understand. But yeah, about 5 years ago, my brother died unexpectedly.
So very sorry to hear that, Debbie.
Thanks. It was a tough time, but he'd always said that when he died, he wanted his remains scattered at Happy Land. So me and the rest of the family honored that.
Where did you spread his ashes, Debbie?
Oh, no, we didn't spread his ashes. We spread his remains.
And what were your brother's remains made of?
My brother.
Did you just leave a dead body in Happy Land?
Oh, God, no. My brother died after he fell into a wood chipper.
So how does that work exactly?
We fit what we could of him into a 5-gallon bucket and brought that with us to Happy Land.
And where did you dump this bucket of brother?
My brother and I always had great memories of riding the kiddie coaster together, so we poured him on the tracks.
Of a children's roller coaster?
Yeah, we just had so many great memories on that ride. Hey, listen, I really want to thank you guys for letting me share my story. It kind of sucks that other people won't get to have that experience at Happy Land anymore.
Yeah, I don't think anybody had that experience at Happy Land.
Thank you for the call, Debbie. Wow, okay, that is not what I expected to hear.
Yeah, that was kind of crazy. Most people just spread ashes.
What about you, Bonnie? You ever spread a loved one's ashes anywhere?
Oh, gosh, no. No one in my family gets cremated. Our tradition is to be taxidermied.
Taxidermied? Like stuffed. Like a squirrel or a bear. Or that filthy thing that your uncle hangs in his den.
Or a cougar or a duck, yes.
Yeah, but you mean like family members, right?
Yeah, for 3 generations now.
You have 3 generations of stuffed Leavenworths?
Well, I don't. My sister Ellen does, at her house. When we visit at the holidays, it's like a family reunion if half the people were dead.
We'll be back in an hour.
Hey bro, Venturu Muragara Besuto Bira. Super freshu, super strongu, taste boom. Beer drink now, anatawa big man desa. No wait, no think. Just grabu Mensuru Muraga. Сейчас. Kanpai. Mensuru Muragara Besuto Bira.
Now, You can watch the Men's Room live on YouTube. Subscribe at KISW Rock. The Men's Room titillates your ears when you listen on the radio or Odyssey app. Teases your taste buds when enjoying Men's Room IPA. And now you can watch the Men's Room live on YouTube. It's as close to actually being.
The Men's Room presents Profile This.
And Stephen Throwhill, could you please tell everyone how Profile This is played?
I sure can, Miles. It's a simple game where we share with you a real-life news story. Something that happened right here on planet Earth. Earth. And as you listen to the story, based on the stereotypes you believe to be true of people and the decisions that people make, we'll ask you what it is you think makes the story a story. Now, today, you gentlemen will be competing against one another.
Game on.
You have your choice of 1 of 3 categories. We have Bite Me. In other words, what did someone find in their food? Hit Me with your best shot, where you guess the unconventional object someone used as a weapon. And finally, today, Animalize This, where you guess the animal responsible for causing the problem.
Bite me, dude.
Just eat it. Get yourself an egg and beat it.
See, I never know how to take it when you say it. But here's the story. Reports,
The way it sounds.
Reports of foreign items found in food items such as sausages and dim sum across different regions of China have sparked a major food safety scare. On October 13th, a woman in Jilin province, she discovered such items in a sausage bought for her child. Simultaneously, 2 more of the same objects were found in dim sum at a popular restaurant in Dongguan City, while another of the same items surfaced in a walnut cake purchased in Shanghai. Now, authorities in multiple provinces, they've launched thorough investigations into these, quote, shocking incidents. Now, consumers expressed outrage as items were found in common food products across 3 different provinces in China. The vendor of the sausage initially denied the presence, but apologized after market supervisors intervened. The dim sum restaurant stated their product came directly from central production, unable to explain the contamination. Meanwhile, a well-known supermarket chain in Shanghai, they acknowledged the incident and promised an immediate investigation. Again, this is walnut cakes, dim sum, and sausages. So these items are just getting spread around everywhere. Food safety authorities, they have since intensified inspections and enforcement actions in implicated factories and outlets. Now, some speculate that the objects may have accidentally fallen from workers during food production. Compensation claims and official investigations are underway, although previous similar cases often ended with private settlements, underscoring the need for greater transparency and systemic reform. In the meantime, the question is, what were people finding in the food across China, no matter what the food was? Was it human teeth? Was it cigarette butts? Was it latex bits, as in from gloves? Or was it Band-Aids? So teeth, cigarette butts, latex bits, or Band-Aids. What are people finding? No matter what kind of food they are getting, these objects keep showing up. Again, a walnut cake in one province, 2 separate restaurants in the dim sum in a different province, and then a 3rd province and a sausage.
I like cigarette butts.
For the record, it sounds like a lovely meal. A couple sausages, little dim sum.
It really does.
And a walnut cake.
Yeah, seriously. Like, you're eating right.
Yeah, cigarette butts feels right, but honestly, it's kind of spooky. They keep finding human teeth, dude.
Human teeth?
Human teeth.
See, and I think that there's a lot of hands on all these products, and I think that there's a lot of little latex bits that they're finding all over the place.
And we're hoping it's from gloves.
Yeah.
What did they find there in China in the food? Was it human teeth, cigarette butts, latex bits, or Band-Aids? We will find out next.
That was a tease.
You are listening to The Men's Room.
The debauchery rolls on. You're listening to The Men's Room with Miles and Thrill. 99.9 KISW.
Categories Bite Me on Profile This. 4 items found in different areas of China. And everything from sausage to dim sum and cakes. It was the same in all of those foods. Question is, what were they finding? human teeth, cigarette butts, latex bits, or Band-Aids?
And let us start with Miles Montgomery. You went with the old cigarette butts, which makes sense. They suspect it's coming from human beings.
Nope.
It is not. I want to say China's one of the heaviest smoking populations, too. Like I want to say in the States, it's right around 12% of people smoke. China, I just read this, like 41% of people smoke.
Wow.
So, and they don't really care if you smoke in a factory, whatever. Makes sense, not the right answer. Mike, you went with latex bits.
Damn.
Assuming gloves.
Yeah.
Ted hopes it's gloves. It is not that. And Ted, you went with human teeth.
Human teeth.
Unfortunately,
Oh, no
you
way.
are correct.
That is just, it's the
No
most disturbing
way.
one, so that's why I took it.
Right? Why are human teeth falling into the food?
I don't know.
What you got to consider. It's not like they're pouring them in there. These are clearly falling out of the mouths of their workers.
But it's so many different types of food across it. And China is a very large country. Like the
Yes.
States, right? 3 different provinces. And human teeth are showing up in your walnut cakes, your dim sum.
Well, that says a lot
There
about
is
the,
no food.
There's no dentistry.
Yeah, that told you a
Well,
lot.
and the smoking rate.
And there you go.
Now for all TV news all the time, it's time for TV Time with Ted.
And now, because your pathetic life is confined to countless hours in front of a talking box, the Men's Room presents TV Time with Ted.
All right, your choices today. You got Seth Meyers. You got the Jimmys.
Fallon and Kimmel.
Colbert.
Steven.
Or Ted Smith.
Is it Ted or is it late night?
And it's right there. The title these guys have teams of talented writers come up with their monologues each and every night. It is up to you to determine, is this an actual late night joke and from whom? Or could it be a the Ted Smith original?
CEO Starbucks says the consumers may now be able to order drinks with AI by simply talking to their phones. Wow. Talking into your phone to place an order. The future is here.
The Ted Smith.
Fallon.
Fallon.
The CEO of Starbucks said that customers may soon be able to order drinks with AI by simply talking to their phones. Wow. Talking into a phone to place an order? The future is here.
The brewer of Busch Light is hosting the largest private gathering of people named Hunter. The previous record was held by any lacrosse team.
The Ted Smith.
Seth Meyers.
Damn
The
it.
brewer of Busch Light is planning to host the largest private gathering of people named Hunter. The previous record was held by every lacrosse team.
I figured lacrosse would throw you guys off.
That's absolutely what it is.
The rare moment where Ted's excitement is not about his own joke, but about the fact that somebody else's joke sounds like what he would write.
Yeah. And lacrosse, man.
Busch
he's
Light and
not wrong.
lacrosse, man.
A man in Kentucky who's been struck by lightning not once, but twice, which is harder than hitting the lottery, has questions. Many like, why me?
Ted Smith.
Seth.
That was me. Seriously, the article was like, now he knows when storms are coming. Like, I bet he does.
Yes. Yeah.
Look out.
The Louvre is back open after falling victim to a jewel heist. People saw how long the line were and were like, we could just go through the window.
Seth.
Fallon.
That's Jimmy Fallon.
The Louvre reopened for the first time since Sunday's massive heist. Yep, people saw the long line and were like, we can just go through the window.
Now, do you guys ever watch any of the trashy dating shows?
Yes.
I do not.
Well, I was about to say, I know Mike does. Love is Blind, or what was the one that was like
Love Island.
Love Island? Is that? And there was one that I used to watch on Netflix during the pandemic where they have all these hot people together, and there's a pot of money. But if you hook up, you lose money or whatever. But like they're all hot, they're obviously sexually active. So sometimes you look at them and you're like, they got to be crawling with disease, right?
Dating around. The later daters.
Well, you'd be wrong. Apparently, reality contestants, right, who as they say are some of the sleaziest people on TV, they have to do a bunch of tests. TMZ spoke with a reality TV casting director named Kristen Mall, so she talked about what it takes to make the cast. She said, quote, if you're living in a house, you're going to go through you're going to go to a background check, psychological test. People are exploring each other. So there's going to be STD test. She says you can imagine that knocks out quite a few people in the running.
I bet it does.
So. Although I would go on that show to lose. If you have sex, you don't win this money.
I bet a lot of people find out they have an STD from that.
I bet
Too
you
hot
they
to
do.
handle?
Yeah.
He was too hot to handle. Well, that show, the whole idea was, though, like, you're all there and you kind of agree, like, all right, there's 10 of us or whatever it was. Like, so there's like $1 million. Like, we're all going to get like
$100,000.
$100,000. Right? And then old Thrill's like, oh.
You're going to get more.
No, you get less. Because if you hook up with a chick.
They take my $100,000 out.
We collectively lose money.
Right. So you're not wrong. The pressure is real.
Gotcha.
And then people can't help it, right? We've all been through this phase, right? Where it's like, like we can't do anything. We'll just sleep near each other. BS.
Man.
Correct.
What was that thing you said the Amish kids are doing? What do you call it?
It's not Amish. It's the Mormons, and they're
The
doing
Mormons.
soaking.
Yeah. I mean, like, that's their version of we did not have sex.
We'll be friends with benefits, but we won't do it. You know, we're not going to fall in love with each other.
And I'm convinced soaking is just a joke.
It's got to be.
Unfortunately, it's not.
Really?
You say that. You got to do a deep dive. You really think two 18-year-old kids are sitting there?
Yes.
The car's already in the garage, and they're never going to rev it?
It's Mormons, dude.
I'm telling you.
They are committed
Hey, look,
people.
they might say it. They don't drink either. I've been to a game in Utah. Right? Like, there was some drinking. You go to a game in Provo, at the BYU. Somebody's drinking in that parking lot.
In my experience, every religion is pretty strict because it's got strict rules, whatever it might be, and 90% of them are full of it.
Sure.
Well, look, you might be religious and you do the right thing and you go to church. It's not that, but certain rules, especially when it comes to food or sex. Said I used to work for a Jewish guy that was eating a cheesesteak on Passover, man. And dude went to synagogue. He wore the yarmulke,
Sure.
you know. And I'm like, look, I know you buy into your thing, but also you're eating a cheesesteak on Passover,
As
man.
long as there's rules of forgiveness, people will break.
Look, I grew up super Catholic, right? Irish Catholic. And, like, big thing is in Lent, you can't eat meat on Fridays.
Sure.
But if there was any type of event or sports event that you got together,
Want another rib?
you get the priest to give you, what was it, dispensation or something. Basically, it's like, go ahead, eat all the meat you want. So, like, I've been a part of that. So, like, I'm with Thrill. Like, I get the Mormon kids are saying this. I just don't buy it.
Now, I don't think it lasts long. I think after a while, they'll break and like, oh, no, I'm effing.
For sure.
But,
Yeah. You know, Mike, honestly, I don't know why. That Mormon thing has been a topic of this conversation in my life for like 2 weeks.
Because it's just so crazy to me. Like, just have sex.
Well, if you're not going to be able to drink caffeine, alcohol, or do drugs, your one outlet is sex.
Yeah.
And root beer.
So,
I've heard at BYU games, they love root beer. No caffeine.
There's no caffeine in it.
So you can drink.
Stop trying to get more people to go to BYU.
Right.
I mean, are they
That
paying
is
you?
the sales
Are they
pitch.
paying you right now for this?
Damn it. Miles was in the office earlier, and I go, hey, man, I'm watching this video of this guy from Snapback Sports. He went to a game. He found the one tailgate you could drink at. So that's why I've been big on the BYU
Are they big
stuff.
on 7-Up, too? I know it's big on root beer, but...
I just know when I went to the Utah game, and obviously Utah fans, Salt Lake City is kind of, I think, almost like 50-50 now of Mormons and not.
Yeah.
But there still wasn't a lot of drink, and I found the Husky tailgate.
There it is.
Yeah. But yeah, it was like the one guy I was with is Mormon, a practicing Mormon. And I was like, well, what do people do? And he's like, at BYU, he's like, oh, yeah, like they don't even sell caffeine, but it's root beer. That's like their thing.
Huh.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
I'd go Sprite, but, you know. I just don't like root beer, that's all.
I love root beer.
Of course you do.
What
the hell's that mean?
I prefer Sprite, but root beer's delicious. All right, so Apple TV made a 5-part docuseries on Martin Scorsese.
All right.
Titled Mr. Scorsese.
Of course, it's a 5-part documentary. Can't be short with this man.
What I say?
That's a good point.
It's a 5-part documentary.
No, we're going to say all of his movies are like 18 hours long,
Right.
so it makes sense. It would have been 3 parts, but it's about you.
Right.
I still like my mom was all fired up because remember he made The Irishman?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's like, there's no Irish guys in it.
It's all Italian
It's
dude.
De Niro.
Right.
The usual suspects.
Right. Speaking of which, so one name that's not in it at all is Joe Pesci. The director said he was the only person to say no, right? Because look, he's in Raging Bull, he's in The Irishman, he's in Casino, he's in Goodfellas, which he got an Oscar for.
Yeah.
So everybody knows Joe Pesci. But basically the reason he didn't want to do it is because like he was kind of that guy. Like he grew up in a real gangster neighborhood. He grew up around criminals in Newark, New Jersey.
He has that vibe.
Mm-hmm. Right. So like she said, Joe doesn't want to talk about the experiences that made him so perfect for this kind of role. Like basically, like, I don't want to talk about it. Like it wasn't great.
How did you learn how to do this? Because I did it.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, isn't that how he got the job in Casino? Is that he just knew how all this stuff worked?
I've heard
I
something
mean, he was
like that.
already
Yeah, he
wrapped
was
up
well-
in that
he was-
scene.
Pretty established at that point.
Yeah, yeah.
Joe, she says, quote, Joe was marked far worse than Marty was by those people. I don't think he wants to go over all that.
Yeah.
So basically, he's just like, look, I lived through it. Like, I don't want to sit here and explain how I was so good at this role. Because probably Joe Pesci saw some really bad stuff.
He was also mimicking people he knew who were real.
Yeah. I mean,
so, like, somebody's watching this going like, Joe's being me. I'm going to kill him. He owes me money.
Yeah. Right.
I mean, he took my role. I could have been a star.
And now you want him to name these people in a documentary?
I'll just follow Tony Z, man. Or
Right,
whatever.
exactly.
Whatever.
Yeah, I mean, like, you look at, like, Mike Tyson, right? He's famous for growing up in a really bad neighborhood, right?
Yeah.
Ironically, all New Yorkers. But he's talked about it a few times, but he doesn't go back to that place a ton.
No, he doesn't.
Which
he just says, I came from this place. That's about as far back as he goes, but he doesn't tell you much about it.
Right, and I think for Joe Pesci, it's just like, it was so bad. Like, I don't want to.
How about Home Alone, guys? Can we talk about that?
Yeah, that's a good point. Or Scorsese didn't direct that one. It's shocking.
Good point. We'd still be watching it if he did.
M. Night Shyamalan. Is that his real name?
M. Night?
Yeah.
I'm sure it is.
Let's see what we got here.
All right.
I like to call him M. Night Shyamalan.
I don't think he picked that.
Yeah, I would say all the names you could pick. I don't think you take one that's hard for people to say.
Well, he's making a TV series about the Magic 8 Ball.
You mean the one you shake?
Correct.
Not cocaine.
Just checking.
No, his name is not M. Night. That is a moniker because his name is kind of hard to say.
Give it a shot.
Minaj Neliyatu M. Night Shyamalan.
Okay.
You think about how hard Shyamalan was how hard that was to figure out when he first came out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the rest of his name's just as hard.
That's why I did the Shyamalama Ding Dong. It wasn't to make fun of him, but it was, I know Shyamalama Ding Dong. That way, I know when I see his name, I just know it's pronounced Shyamalan.
Right.
Yeah. And look, I get, like, I'm Ted Smith, right? So, like, I don't run into this a ton, but, like, I get it. If you got a weird sounding name to most people in the country you live in, it's like, I don't want to go through this.
Yeah, when
right?
the spelling doesn't help people pronounce
It's
it.
also hard to remember those people's names because unless you beat it into your head.
Right. It's like, man, I know who they are, but I don't remember your name because there's 27 letters.
They said the show will, quote, aim to reimagine the classic Magic 8 Ball as a centerpiece of a high-concept, character-driven, supernatural drama that blends psychological intensity with cultural intrigue.
Okay. I mean, that's cool and all, but it only had like 6 different answers.
So they're basically going to use it as like a Ouija board for what is the sign to come.
That's the sense I get.
I guess. I mean, I remember living in that house in Baltimore. We'd be drinking before we went out and just be like, are we going to get laid tonight?
I know. Ask again later.
Right.
No.
All right, no. Right, and it was never.
Shake it again.
All answers point towards yes.
See, I feel like M. Night Shyamalan would have a good concept for where to take this movie. However, make him a writer. Don't
agree.
allow him to take the entirety of the movie. Like, he will have a great idea for what it should be. Let him do that, and then quietly take it from him to then actually make a good movie.
But I believe that to be true of Scorsese. I believe that to be true of M. Night Shyamalan, and I believe that to be true of George Lucas.
Really?
Good, yeah. His directing is awful, and his dialogue is so stupid.
It's gotten bad. His directing in the old day was really, really good, but you're right. It's
I don't
waned.
think it was good then. I think we had not seen anything like it, right? Because if you go back and watch Star Wars now, you're like, this dialogue is so stupid.
Right.
And nothing against the guy. Great concept, and then let professionals do it.
It's kind of like Stephen King. I love the way that the man writes. He's got a lot of great concepts. The last 20% of the book, let somebody else write it.
Really?
He does not know how to end a movie.
Yeah.
End a story, rather.
And I feel like in recent years, sometimes he just writes stuff and uses a different name because he wants people to not already
Richard Bachman.
Right, not already have a view
Yeah.
of what it's going to be.
Exactly.
For my college football sickos out there, yes, I was watching Midweek Conference USA yesterday. I told Mike.
Who played?
It was Missouri.
Delaware played.
Well, I saw the Delaware game. They won, and then it was New Mexico State and Missouri State.
Come on, man.
One of the ugliest football games I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
But went to overtime.
He happy.
I'm a psycho.
Sell it.
Yeah. So you got
Go to BYU, kids.
You got Thursday Night Football tonight. You got the Chargers hosting the Vikings.
They got root beer. Thank you, Tim. We appreciate it. You're listening to The Men's Room.
from coast to coast and around the world. If it's not important, you'll hear it here, exclusively on In Action News. Here now are Stone Ledbetter and Felix Foxworthy.
Tonight, a 7-year study has confirmed that it is impossible to wear compression socks and look sexy. But first, we start with the news from everyone's favorite local amusement park, Happy Land. While it was never officially banned, Happy Land has now made it official. No more spreading a loved one's ashes on park property.
Man, people have been doing that for years, man.
No doubt about it, my friend, that Happy Land traditionally turned a blind eye. But not anymore, after an incident yesterday. A family released their grandfather's ashes on the Crazy Comet roller coaster. They were in the front car, and the ashes blew into the eyes and mouths of passengers behind them at 70 miles per hour.
Yeah, man, that is messed up.
Well, that's what the passengers said, and now Happy Land is facing multiple lawsuits for negligence. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why they're now banning the practice.
Oh, man, I know I'm not the only one who spread ashes of a family member there.
Guilty as charged, my friend. About 15 years ago, my lovely wife and I spread her mother's ashes at Happy Land.
Yeah, where at, man?
Well, my mother-in-law was partial to the lazy river, so my wife and I discreetly scattered her in the rose garden next to the ride. Once a year, we visit Happy Land just to stroll by the roses and say hello.
Now that's sweet, Playboy. Seriously, man, that's sweet. Now, a few years back, me and a few cousins, we spread my uncle's ashes there, man.
Oh, yeah? Where in Happy Land?
Well, while those kids would be riding the rides and all that, my uncle, man, he'd shoot smack in the bathroom. So we dumped his ass in that one puddle that never goes away outside of the bathroom next to the Panda Express.
Well, that certainly is touching.
It is in my family, Playboy.
Viewers are commenting on Happy Land's new ban. So many people have spread the remains of their loved ones there.
Well, of course. It's just one of those things people in this town do because all the great memories we've had at Happy Land.
We have Debbie on the line who wanted to share the story of spreading her brother's remains there.
Absolutely, absolutely. Debbie, hello. Welcome to In Action News.
Thank you, Stone. Hi, Felix.
What's shaking, girlfriend?
I love your show. Been a huge fan for years.
Thank you, Debbie.
I'm kind of nervous.
Yeah, just be chill, girl.
So you called to share a story of spreading your brother's remains at Happy Land?
Yeah, it's sad that Happy Land is banning the tradition, but I understand. But yeah, about 5 years ago, my brother died unexpectedly.
So very sorry to hear that, Debbie.
Thanks. It was a tough time, but he'd always said that when he died, he wanted his remains scattered at Happy Land. So me and the rest of the family honored that.
Where did you spread his ashes, Debbie?
Oh, no, we didn't spread his ashes. We spread his remains.
And what were your brother's remains made of?
My brother.
Did you just leave a dead body in Happy Land?
Oh, God, no. My brother died after he fell into a wood chipper.
So how does that work exactly?
We fit what we could of him into a 5-gallon bucket and brought that with us to Happy Land.
And where did you dump this bucket of brother?
My brother and I always had great memories of riding the kiddie coaster together, so we poured him on the tracks.
Of a children's roller coaster?
Yeah, we just had so many great memories on that ride. Hey, listen, I really want to thank you guys for letting me share my story. It kind of sucks that other people won't get to have that experience at Happy Land anymore.
Yeah, I don't think anybody had that experience at Happy Land.
Thank you for the call, Debbie. Wow, okay, that is not what I expected to hear.
Yeah, that was kind of crazy. Most people just spread ashes.
What about you, Bonnie? You ever spread a loved one's ashes anywhere?
Oh, gosh, no. No one in my family gets cremated. Our tradition is to be taxidermied.
Taxidermied? Like stuffed. Like a squirrel or a bear. Or that filthy thing that your uncle hangs in his den.
Or a cougar or a duck, yes.
Yeah, but you mean like family members, right?
Yeah, for 3 generations now.
You have 3 generations of stuffed Leavenworths?
Well, I don't. My sister Ellen does, at her house. When we visit at the holidays, it's like a family reunion if half the people were dead.
We'll be back in an hour.
From coast to coast and around the world. If it's not important, you'll hear it here. Exclusively on In Action News. Here now are Stone Ledbetter and Felix Foxworthy.
Tonight, scientists have concluded that crop circles are a little more than extraterrestrial graffiti. But first, time to celebrate celebrity birthdays. Some of the more notable birthdays today include Amy Poehler.
For whom polar bears were named?
Polar bears were not named after Amy Poehler, Felix.
Well, they should be, man. It would be a nice tribute.
Moving on, also celebrating a birthday today is blues legend B.B. King, a.k.a. the King of Blues.
See, I would give that title to Papa Smurf.
Magician David Copperfield celebrates his birthday today, as well as Nick Jonas from the Jonas Brothers.
You know, he's married to actress Priyanka Chopra.
Oh, really? Hubba hubba.
Did you say hubba hubba?
Yes, hubba hubba. It means that I find Priyanka Chopra very attractive.
Yeah, I know what hubba hubba means, Playboy, but nobody says hubba hubba, man. You just made it weird.
With that, we'll be back.
Hey, bro, let's do muragada besuito bira. Super fresh, super strong, taste boom. You drink now, anatawa big man desa. No wait, no think. Just grab Mensuru muraga. Say just. Kanpai. Mensuru muragada besuito bira.
The Men's Room returns with Miles and Thrill. Now, let's see what's happening in the real world.
All right, here we go. Patient undergoing brain surgery annoys the hell out of the doctors by playing the clarinet the entire time. Meanwhile, an 89-year-old woman eating pizza at a pizza parlor didn't expect to be the victim of crime. Woman goes to see her uncle at a senior center, discovered he's been dead for 4 days. Man in England now busted with 12 grand in coke as his lips had a white frosty glaze. And a Washington man doing DoorDash gives a couple with their 7 children on the side of the road a ride. So they stab him in the neck and steal his car.
Damn.
It is time for your headlines.
Now, it's time to hit the headlines. Here's my car.
Our top story, we got in New Jersey where an 89-year-old woman has been shot. She was enjoying some delicious pizza inside of a local shop when she suddenly was struck by a bullet. Authorities were called, and luckily the woman was only struck in the leg, but she was taken to the hospital where she currently resides in stable condition. The shooter was also apprehended by authorities and served his charges. Turns out that he was enjoying a meal of his own with his friends inside of the shop and felt that would be the appropriate time to pull his pistol from its holster and rack his weapon to clear it.
In a pizza parlor.
This was done improperly, and the gun fired the round that it had in the chamber.
In a
striking the
pizza
elevator.
parlor.
In a pizza parlor.
In a pizza parlor.
Do that in your car. Leave the gun in your car.
You're going to a pizza parlor and you're packing heat.
Right.
Jesus.
Even if you think for a hot second, like, doggone it, I didn't clear my weapon. All right, leave it in there. It ain't doing nothing.
Right. That's why I face the door if somebody comes in because I'm taking all the pepperoni. I just shoot him.
I just cap him.
Hey, man, you ain't taking...
I mean, even just walk outside.
Right.
Yeah, worry about it later. Or learn how to own a gun.
Right.
If you're going to own a gun.
No kidding, dude.
That's all.
Know what you're doing.
You got to get a license to drive a car. That's all. Just these little baby steps.
Right.
Dude, it happened to me a week ago. Right? Somebody was showing off a weapon, and they go, it's clear. And I said, yeah.
No.
You always got to clear it a second time.
Right.
And he kind of starts giggling. He's like, You're absolutely right. My bad.
Yeah.
Thank you for we should both keep doing this.
Yes.
Clear it, hand it, tell you it's clear. Mike should still clear it.
Exactly.
Right.
Follow the rules.
God, it's stupid.
Speaking of which, we go to Rhode Island where it pays to follow the rules. The man was wanted by authorities on several outstanding court warrants. Luckily, they didn't have to look farther than the man's own home to track him down. They gained entry and found him in the garage and took him into custody. But what would this story be if we didn't have a little extra to rack up the charges? Upon searching the man after they arrested him, they found $12,000 worth of cocaine in his possession.
Woot woot!
In addition to his outstanding warrants, he's now added possession with an intent to deliver and possession in proximity to a school.
See, this is where I tell my judge, look, you tell my attorney, you tell the judge, I wasn't intending to distribute this to anybody.
At all.
This is my stash for the rest of my life.
Hey, this is me, man.
I know it's a lot. It's called bulk.
This is good stuff. I'm
right.
keeping it.
Yeah.
How much toilet paper do you have in your home? You
Yeah,
plan on
exactly.
selling it?
I'm
No.
dead serious. Okay, we'll drop the distribution charge.
That's right.
We'll just get you for possession. Dead serious, man. This is my party favors for life.
That's right. Man, I ain't sharing this crap.
No.
How many beers you got in your fridge at home?
You drinking them all?
Yeah. Stupid. Not near as funny.
Must apply.
Horrible night right here at home. A man in Squim is in the hospital after trying to just do the right thing. He's a 60-year-old man who was driving for DoorDash one night when he saw a family walking on the side of the road. A mother, a father, and their 7 children ranging between 6 months and 9 years old.
Jesus.
I know.
And he got them all in his vehicle.
It's a gaggle. I know, right? He picked
Yes.
them all up.
What
So
was he driving, do they say?
It probably does. I didn't.
Mini
One of those
Cooper.
Toyota Yaris's.
Yeah, right. Feeling the good Samaritan spirit, the man stopped and offered a ride to the whole family while he was making his deliveries. But out of nowhere and unprovoked, the dad of the family armed himself with a knife inside the car and stabbed the driver several times.
Hey, kids, watch this.
The driver fell out of the vehicle, which was then stolen by the family because why not?
Why not?
Who left him behind to succumb to his fate. The car was.
Oh, he died?
He's still alive.
No, he's still alive. But
Okay,
they left
all
him
right.
for dead, basically. You stabbed the man
Yeah,
all that
yeah,
much
yeah.
and then just kick him out the doggone door? Come on. The car was eventually found by authorities in South Kitsap County with the parents passed out in the front seats. Well done, guys. And the children were in the back in less than acceptable condition. The clothes that they were wearing, they didn't have seatbelts on or anything like that. It's exactly what you think it was. The pair were arrested on multiple charges and the children were taken by CPS. Our DoorDash driver goes by the name Melvin Swaggerty, and his family has set up a GoFundMe to help with the medical costs and losses that he incurred from the attack because he's 60 years old doing DoorDash.
Yeah.
Here's one of 2 reasons why you're 60 years old doing DoorDash.
You hate your wife or you need the cash.
Let's see here. Aid for Christina's dad stabbed while helping is the name of that GoFundMe, where they're just shy of funding their goal if you guys want to go and help that out. If you so choose. One more terrible story.
Cool.
We go to Arizona where a woman caught a sight that she'll never forget. She went to visit her uncle who had been living in an assisted living facility since his wife passed. She arrived at his studio apartment and saw him sitting in his chair, and much like in the movie Psycho, what she saw was the face of her uncle who had clearly passed a while earlier. What's more is this facility has a security measure in place where residents are to push a button every morning to inform staff that they're okay. There's a lot of people living there. They can't check every door, so they hit a button every morning when they wake up. If they don't, an employee will drop in to check on him.
In theory.
Yeah. She demanded information after what she saw and found that nobody had checked on him for 4 days.
Apparently, he was pretty gaunt.
Yes. Eyes sunken in, cheeks were she said it looked like a skeleton with skin on it.
Yay!
Which lined up with what authorities believe that he had passed. She's now taken action against the facility to ensure that others don't suffer what she did. Which
God.
Nobody needs to see their family like that.
No.
There's a
And it
reason why we
doesn't
put
seem like a
blankets
big
over
ass.
people.
Well, the problem was he just checked in there because his wife passed away.
Right.
So that was her aunt.
Right.
So that's her uncle, and she's like, look, I will make sure that he is taken care of.
Exactly.
So I'll be the one to take care of. Don't worry, aunt.
You had one job, Sheila.
Yeah, when she passed on, she told her, I will take care of the uncle. Don't worry.
And she's kicking herself for that very, very reason.
Yeah.
As she told him. Yeah. So that's how that's going. Men's Room Sports, college football on ESPN2, NBA basketball on ESPN, Thursday night football on Amazon, and the Kraken are currently underway in Winnipeg, taking on the Jets on Channel 5, Kong, and Amazon. As far as your weather, mainly cloudy with a low of 55 tonight, and tomorrow they expect a high of 59.
And a nightmare.
And rain. That's it for your headlines with that, Mike Hakazai.
Thank you, sir. We'll see you for the return of Ted versus the FCC. It is a Bad Choice Friday. Lovely Jolene coming up in seconds.
Yes, indeed, it's all true, but in the meantime, well, we be all about this bitch. So until next time, please do what you do best. And for Aletha's sake, stay beautiful.
The Men's Room has been taped before a live studio audience. Wardrobe and makeup provided by Mantastic Limited. This has been a presentation of the Men's Room Radio Network.
Oh, man!
A Double Flush production.